Yep.
Okay, good. Logging back to slow. We've sold 6 already.
Good.
And I've split them up into one so you can just right click it when people trade you.
You're so convenient.
Oh wait, was I supposed to log into the flask one?
It's parked
Yes.
at the gates with the flasks.
Okay, logging in.
If any of you guys need water, you can trade Nastasha at the share at the gates before I log.
Good shit.
But is it also kind of weird that you're starting to miss Blackwing Lair a bit?
I missed the DFT. That's about all I missed from that raid.
Did you disconnect? Or was it just me?
GC.
The only raid that Train misses is Sulgurub.
So, what do you want me to do with the ass flask?
People
Sell
are
them
gonna-
for 100 gold per 2 guildies.
People can buy them for 100 gold.
So I'm just gonna stand here until someone poke me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you need to do shit yourself.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna stay here.
Alright.
Well, I think I'll purchase one.
You should.
Just to be mainstream with the rest of you. I have plenty of wisdom flasks, but if you guys want us to go Titans, I'll go Titans for you guys.
It's good for this fight.
Yeah, I think for the healers at least, like that's very good.
I'm not too worried about the healers because they can heal themselves. What I'm more
Can
worried
someone,
about is
click Trinity, click the portal.
I'm more worried about maybe a few ill-conceived mages or warlocks. Could be you know, unfortunate to get a full beam from an eye and die. But I don't think it's gonna be an issue.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
What do you need to survive a beam? It's like 5,000 or something?
It does 700 per second.
$700 per second for 3 seconds.
It's more than
That's
3
not-
seconds. It's until it's interrupted.
The green beam, or...
No, the small tentacles.
Ah, okay.
My face when I don't have space for all the individual bijus.
Alright, I'm gonna talk you through what I have for this raid tonight. 1 stack of Whipper, 1 stack of Bandage, 2 stacks of mana, HP potions even, a Santa, a Flask, stack of Frost Oils, 2 stacks Mighty Rage Parts, stack of Sappers, Sharpening Stones, Food Buff, 2 stacks Rum, 2 stacks Firewater, 4 stacks Nature Potion, 4 stacks Giants, 4 stacks Mongoose, 2 stacks Savory Fish, and then 3 full armor sets.
I just brought hope.
You brought a guild.
Oh, just
How many do you need, Cafe?
the concept, not the guild.
Okay.
It seems like the warriors have a lot that stack together. Buffs and stuff.
Well, we can get something that increases strength, stamina, attack power, agility, crit. I mean, everything we increase helps us, because by nature we're quite squishy. In my DPS gear I've got 3.8k HP. So Hanson, you seriously have 3 monitors running WoW on?
I use 3, but on 2 computers then.
I had 3, but then I closed all my outs because I stopped summoning people.
Well, my MacBook Air is awesome too.
I'm so lost in here now.
You want inside?
Do you have keys, by the way?
We should have a key, yes. Oh no, I forgot to repair as well. My helmet only has 99 out of 100 durability.
Oh no.
Shame on you.
Shame.
I almost
I
ran
like
into Lord Cree. That's the name, I guess.
Cree? That's the bug trio family. How did you get to him without clearing the trash?
All the trash is gone
There are no
because we
trash.
killed the bosses.
Oh, right.
So there are no trash to.
Good, good.
So we can walk
Visitors.
straight into the Cthulhu,
No,
basically.
no, the trash before him is connected to
I guess.
Cthulhu.
Right.
But where I'm at, there's a chest, by the way, if you have a key.
Yeah, but I don't
I
think,
used my key.
I don't think
Well,
we have any more.
2 keys I got.
People
Maybe
without
Obular
mounts to
have
start
one.
running.
But if we have one warlock outside to summon, and then we can have the other warlocks running into Cthulhu, then we can summon people all the way down.
Respects to kill.
Nah, let's not do that.
Why?
Because then you need to summon people to the gate and then the people to the boss. Or the pool.
Yeah.
So you,
That's 80 shots just right there.
Yeah, but like most of the people are here. We can.
Do you want me to go into my lock again and get more people?
No, I think we should. People should start moving to Cthulhu already.
alright.
If you're outside.
But I'm not.
Slow,
Yeah.
stop slacking.
But won't you have to wait for the rest anyways? So what's the advantage of
Oh,
doing that?
Suffix beat me.
Then we can summon the last 5 all the way to Cthulhu. So
Oh,
we don't
yeah.
have to wait half an hour for them to run. Yeah, like I'm not saying we should summon people to Cthulhu now. I'm saying we should summon those that log
the
in
stragglers.
1959
Yeah,
to
yeah,
Cthulhu.
yeah.
Yeah,
And I have no mounts.
yeah, it makes sense if you have the shards.
That does make sense.
Well, if you want, I can log my lock and start summoning people to the gates.
Just if you could move yourself down to where we're gonna be at the pool, yeah, and then you log out ready to summon in the stragglers that log in a minute before the raid starts.
Okay, fair enough.
No, you're again tonight though.
Oh, by the way, the trash that we killed before Cthulhu on Wednesday are still not here.
Really?
Not there. Yep.
That's really good.
That's amazing.
Ooh,
The
that's
last
nice.
pack is there though.
That
Arator
is-
was fucking right.
Wow.
The last group is there though, because we didn't clear it. But
Yeah.
the packs that we cleared, they're gone.
How will that actually be?
Amazing.
It seems kind of weird.
Maybe twins
Oh,
is the
so-
last.
I suppose they are connected to the twins. That is amazing.
Still, the instance should have soft resetted since then, and then all trash is cleared.
Yeah, there were no trash to the bug family or Viciouses.
Now
as well.
that's all connected to Huron and Fangris.
Do we
It just seems that they scripted it in a way that when you kill a boss, the trashes before it don't respond, which is good.
It's just strange that it should be either or. Either every trash should respawn or not.
But isn't trash to Fangris still respond?
Nah, I just ran
No,
through
it's-
the room.
It's completely
No.
empty in here.
I'm running through the gauntlet right now.
Nice.
Do we have people at the entrance to summon people?
Yes.
Yes, the moment I can go summon people over there if you like.
And
I think summon people because obviously we've got a long run
yeah.
when people join the game. Like we should start the raid at Twin Emperor's room.
invite me to the raid again? And do we know if Sansa gets knocked off by the gate?
I don't know.
Don't use it before you're in.
It's better.
It doesn't get knocked off by the gate. I've got one on me already, and I don't think it does get knocked off.
Ollie, we have confirmed that
okay.
the trash we killed after the twins have not respawned.
That's nice.
And we have moved people to the next pool, and we'll summon the stragglers that log in at the last time, the last minute.
So can I get an invite?
Yeah.
No deal.
And can I get salmon, or should I just fly? I'm quite close.
I mean, we can get to summon. We have a bunch of warlocks outside.
I mean, I'll start flying because that's just what I do.
Oh, Bloodfate. You're gonna be in the mage, right?
Oh, okay.
Yes, please, Bloodflake. Can you be your mage?
I thought Slow would have told you.
I'm gonna be right back for
I-
like
fuck.
5 minutes.
Burden on it.
I
forgot
will
to tell
not
him?
be able to trade flasks.
Yeah, I did. Fuck, sorry.
I sent him a message earlier telling him he knew.
Say, I'll be
Okay.
right there, and I just brain farted.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
Well, thanks, buddy. It's a big help.
And you're good on spec, considering you taught me how to roll ignites.
Is it safe to remove
Okay.
you from the group, Blood?
Yeah, it's good.
Is he gonna be the Scorch bitch?
Unlikely. That's more likely to be you.
Yeah, I know.
Depends on who has the most crit.
So, Ollie, I've moved all the flasks and an old bank character to the gates.
I see. I brought 5 with me. No one seemed to ask to buy any offers, so
We
I
have
don't think anyone
we
wants
have
them.
sold like 10 already.
Oh, okay. Like obviously, people should only pop them in the last 2 hours. I think.
Yeah.
The first hour, there's no point doing it for the trash, and then for the first 5 pulls or first 3 pulls.
Invite Slow to the raid.
No deal.
Yes, deal.
Benched.
Bench god.
I've also been handing out just a few nature resistance parts to those carrying less than 20, so they can help distribute as well. I've got my hunter parked outside with about 100.
Good shit.
So we should have plenty of NR parts.
Are we mating at the twin room or a little bit afterwards?
Twin room, I think it's-
Twin room.
Afterwards.
We're in the
Afterwards? Okay.
afterwards. About 20 of us.
Okay.
Why do we want sapper charges? Image. It would only be for the bosses after.
Visitors, yeah.
Yes, for Vistus, and like you can only use 1 each. And I've got more than 20 on me.
I've got 10 as well. We should be good.
Yeah, I don't think we need to craft any more sapper charges.
Is there anyone who needs anything before I start moving outside of Ironforge? It's just.
Oh, you'll be late if you're moving now.
Yeah, was summons available?
Oh yeah, you can get summoned.
But still, is anyone missing anything?
If you could bring 4 Nixia scale backpacks, that'd be lovely.
Well, that might be difficult.
I need a 4 hours. Could you get that for a warrior? 3 hours?
Well, guess who won't be helpful another time?
Thank you very much for the offer.
Why does everybody has a yellow mount? Feels bad, man.
I've got a blue one.
I like the yellow one.
Hey, Harrington's
But
got...
everybody has one.
Nope. Very few of the melee still have a mount. I like how Effexor's got a blue one and he's wearing Netherwind. It looks nice.
I guess that was on purpose.
Ask more Pep about it.
being overhauled again by bugs.
Bugs? No way.
People on bugs.
Ah, okay.
People on bugs.
Right.
If Bugs is here, I'm leaving the guild.
Can we G-kick Bugs again? No.
Hack him just to get him invited to the guild and kick him again.
Too much.
I don't know who Bugs is. Or
He was a heavily disliked Fury Warrior we had.
Okay.
Before even my time. But the legend still lives.
The legend still lives.
So I imagine the reason they don't have the trash respawning is because they removed the teleporters who could take you straight to the boss. So therefore, it's unfair if they force you to have to.
Could I be summoned now?
Slow.
Alright,
Yes.
in the officer channel he was heavily disliked. That much I can tell. FXO, did you forget to bring your nature resistance potions?
If so, I will log and get more.
Whoever needs a summon, I am outside and I can summon people. Okay, in my log.
That would be slow.
Okay,
I'm
but I'm
getting
not.
summoned now.
I'm not.
Wild would like a summon. Nisana and Boar, apparently, although Boar might have.
I'm just saying so people don't waste their shards on summoning. I have like 30 shards.
Invite Black Salt to raid then. Temporarily.
Who?
Black Sabbath's alt.
Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden.
So we're looking at 3 more people?
No, I've just invited Iron Maiden and Glazer, so it's 5 more people.
Okay. So all the warriors are here. All the hunters are here. We're missing Kenny in terms of paladins.
Kenny's going to be late. He's going to be 15 to 20 minutes late.
Okay.
And we're missing Athene, lol.
We have 5 paladins with Ken either way, so...
Yeah. In terms of rogues, we have... 1 too many? Who's that? Oh, Savotnik. Right. He did turn up.
Why?
It's gonna be a minute. I got that glitch going on where it won't let you log in.
Oh, lol. Okay, if you say so.
Well, I did offer to give them to him. Then I can't backpedal.
Point. I just assumed I would be paying for them.
Nah, that's cool.
Sigh. I do live in Norway, so I do accept handouts.
Well, you're kind of flask with the handouts then, right?
That'd be too much.
I think it's the same here in Denmark.
Well, I think... Well, I don't know. I don't know the specific differences between the economic policy in Norway and Denmark.
Yeah, I don't know how high is your tax? Ours is the maximum you can pay is around 55%.
Yeah, ours caps out at 50.
Yeah, okay, so it's more or less the same.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It caps out at 50 because we have so many rich people, and they complain a lot.
Yeah, that's the oil thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have 1 million millionaires in Norway.
Yeah, I know. Like some Danish prime minister were drunk at some point and gave you a lot of territory, and then it happened to be a place where there was a lot of oil.
Yes.
In terms of mages, we're missing Faith New and Smarty Law.
Yeah. If Smarty isn't here, then rip, but...
Smarty signed up as a maybe, though, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Smarty? He was,
He
was confirmed
he changed to a maybe during the course of today.
Okay.
Tilmar changed to a maybe during the course of today because he might be a bit late because he's something to do with some people or something. I don't really read it.
Gonna have to check my Facebook and see if he's told me anything. Nope.
Oh, sorry, Shami.
Why are you dead? Or why are you, all of you dead?
You shows us dead on my bars.
You're the only one showing me as dead for me.
That's weird.
I'm gonna head in.
Ooh, Mogi, I'll take 20. No, there isn't the bag space for six slot. I just don't have the space for that nonsense. Literally just one slot, please. Trying to give me 220 water.
Are people running late, or whom are we missing?
There are a few people that are running late, it would appear.
We had like 41 signups.
Right, so we're missing 2 mages. That's Faith New and Smarty Law.
Blood Fate was here a second ago. He can't be,
Yeah,
can't be that far away.
I have that glitch where it won't let you log on.
Right.
I'm changing my password and shit, so.
We're missing 1 warlock. That is Max P.
Max P also said he'd be late.
We're missing Kenny.
Kenny said he'd be late.
We're missing Athene Law.
No idea about him.
We're missing Talma, who changes his thing.
He changed to maybe because he was going to be late by up to an hour because he had people who were coming over by surprise.
Yep.
But Crasher was signed up.
I know.
And is Crasher in the raid?
He's ready.
We should invite Crasher if he's ready. But we really need to talk to him about making sure he doesn't run out of mana.
Athene wrote on the raid on the homepage.
What did he say?
Something came up.
Oh no.
Something came up fast, which will make me be late. Can't give ETA.
Okay. Then the safe option is to not assume that it will be coming.
I think it's safe. We should invite Crasher into the raid and we'll try and get started.
He was on a character.
Oh, wow, Crash. Yep. Well, I'm sure he's relogging.
Really hope I'm not going the wrong way.
Yes, kind of seems like a maze.
It is.
Well, slow. You will find out if you run into the mob. So.
It's actually very linear. It's not a maze at all. It just looks like a maze, but it's not.
It's very confusing.
It is.
I took a wrong turn at the spiral at the start there.
Whoops.
Yeah, it is confusing, but you find out that you can only go one way.
Yeah, yes, right. There is only one way in the instance, pretty much.
Unless you find a boss.
I think mazes can be linear. Like if something looks like a maze, you could call it a maze. It doesn't have to be too complicated to be a maze, though.
That's true. I think.
I mean,
Makes me think.
How can a maze be totally linear? Or maybe actually if it had things inside the maze, but then would.
We're getting too philosophical on the
I
maze
guess
part.
it depends on your IQ. Even a straight line can be a maze if you can't figure it out.
That's true. That's true. If you can't go between point A and point B without any obstacles, then a straight line is a maze.
I guess this is getting too deep for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, very deep.
Right, so obviously tonight we're looking to get smashing on Cthulhu. Issue is we're late.
I think you can afford to look at Discord very, very briefly. I put a lovely picture in Discord that shows a circular maze that's really very linear, but looks like a maze. Like, I'm pretty sure there's only one route through that maze. I've linked there, and it's still a maze, but it's very linear.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's true.
Cool.
Yeah, I think I misunderstood. I thought you meant linear as in a straight line. But yeah.
It still confuses the mind a lot, that type of maze.
Mm-hmm.
We also have Nastasha ready. So... But he left now as well. Should I tag Nastasha on Discord?
Try it. If you want him in the raid, then go for it.
I mean, if he wants to come for trash, it's going to be very hard for him in his first ever raid with us to come into Cthulhu. I feel like that's sort of harsh times. Especially when we have people we think are going to arrive in 5 minutes' time.
Right.
You rang?
Who dis?
This is Nastasha. Relogging.
Well, he's decided for us, hasn't he?
Morpeth, I would really like to... Obviously, yes, Gwendolyn, then Zereth, and I would really like the rogues to get mounts as well if possible. Because I don't really want them to use sprint or trying to enter the room if we can avoid it.
Of course, it's a priority. It's the order I give them out in, right?
Yeah, I
we
get
get as
it.
many as we get, right? So,
Yes.
She's actually might not either. Crashes. So yeah, so yeah, we've got Gwen doesn't have one. And then Zereth doesn't have one. And the next people are Willem, Hemi, Lou, and Borg.
Can we summon the stragglers so we can get moving on the trash?
So we need quite a few. We're quite a few short. We're like
So we need like 10 or something, right?
a bit more than that, I think. Yeah. So the people with sprints, which is Medras, Bicus, Shesh, Harrington, Zavo, will get last.
Yeah, I'm running.
We currently have 9 melee DPS.
That's okay. Zavo will become a warlock, so everything will be fine.
Okay. Well, Zavo's Warlock Road, isn't it? So.
Good.
We can put those people who don't have bugs in the group that stand by the door, and therefore they don't need to run in too far.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, sounds good.
Right, so Medreus is missing, Boar and Fleeky as the last 3 people. Are you guys close?
Yeah, I think so.
Should I log in, Trent?
Yes, please. Why are you locked out?
Because I was summoning people?
Yeah, it will still take a while. I don't know if
So
you want to
summon
summon.
Medreus, group 7, please.
So we have three spots free?
Yeah, one's for Blood Fate, he's looking to log in. Oh, there's Kenny. Let's see, is Kenny... He's in Stormwind, we need to summon Kenny Black.
Okay, I stopped. Wait.
I got my warlock outside. If you got 2 clickers, I just need to relog in.
Please do
Just get me Kenny in my group. I have a group just for summoning.
Well, I've kicked him. Fleeky, do you need a summon? There he is. I can't hear you, Fleeky. Your mic is like muted or something.
You have the most random microphone in the world. It seems like it has a life of its own.
Maybe the mic is fleeky.
Alright. We'll summon Kenny as he enters the raid. Yep, start buffing. Everybody should have the Cthulhu Warner add-on. If you don't, go and get it right now. It's pinned in the add-ons channel. You have to have this for Cthulhu.
I just got it down. I have to relog for it to get it working.
Yep, I will get it as well.
Kenny! Okay, let's pull without Kenny.
We summoned Kenny. He said he got it.
We're missing a few buffs. A Black Sabbath, get online.
I am. I'm doing that.
Alright, so we've got this pull with the Mind Slayers and the Champions. I've marked up 3 targets for kiting. So diamond for Cypherix, square for Ovula, and triangle for Wartle.
Good evening. Sorry for being late.
Welcome, Kenny.
Hello.
Kenny, can you leave the group and join us?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Sorry.
Thank you. Let us know when you're inside and we'll summon you.
I'm inside.
Summon Kenny.
Summon to Shafara group 4. Can we get a summon on Kenny? Thank you. Gwendolyn can log in whenever, and Black Sabbath as well, please.
I'm online already.
Okay, good. So we'll kite the 3 marks as we did last Wednesday, and then we'll kill the Skull and Cross first. I believe the key to avoid the tanks being mind controlled is for a hunter to initiate the pull, and then the tanks, if you look at where, will be the circle. So tanks will be standing here, and as the mobs come closer, you can taunt them, and you should not be the first person to get a mind control. I believe that's the key.
Casters, come on, star.
So,
What's my target?
diamond. No, wait. Sorry, that was square, I think.
Can I get some single buffs so far? Thank you.
Oh, there's Crash You. Right, next time they come round, we'll do the pull.
So Ovula, Cyphex, and who? Wartle kiting.
Can you confirm your kiting targets?
I'm doing the square.
Diamond.
Good.
And Zera's going to pull.
Do the pull at max range and then start sprinting. Oh.
Ride it, Zera.
We can move up. Tanks be on the left hand side of this pillar here.
I'm going to pull.
Run, run, run!
Nope.
Some mind control.
Backup tank on skull. No tank.
Got the MC.
Immune to taunts, by the way.
That explains a lot.
Yep. Move away from cross when it's about to die. Now. You can disable it with CTW.
Yeah, I did. Just really annoying because I didn't
Should
know
we
where the
take
sound came
triangle?
from.
Yeah, go on it. Melee, be extremely careful. Don't initiate the big guy.
Watch out with the diamond, yeah.
I'm bringing the cleaver through, so be careful.
We can do this the square.
I'm gonna feign death now. Heals and arrows.
We have a tank on the champion. Heal the other one.
Fear ward on Cafe Copy if possible.
We have one. No.
Fear ward Arizona.
Melee, careful here. He does cleave 360 it seems. You can turn off the sound at all. Shift is listed at CTW, sound off. Should work. He's enraged.
Thank you, Shuf.
You're welcome.
Start resting the deads.
Crash, you're gonna have to move here yourself, but when you get inside we can summon you. Right, any idea how to deal with that mind control in the beginning of the pool?
No.
We should be done now. It's the Guardians.
There's one more pack like this.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, there we go. Oh, shit.
Is it pulled?
Nah, it was
No,
close.
it's just over controlling crap.
2 more pulls. Yeah, there's a few more of these. Same pulls, same kiting targets.
The mind control is not the closest one. Just get sent in 2 rogues and we can chip them, so.
Are we ready to pull again?
Same assignment, same targets. Just do the
No
pulls.
pull.
Do the pull.
Rangers come to the star.
Stay away from the cleavers.
Follow the star.
Sheep the 2 dudes, Chess and Walk. Right. Whoop. Didn't move away.
Who are the 2 last people that we're missing?
Blood
No.
Fate and Athene didn't show, Smartillo didn't show,
Tilmar.
Talmud didn't show.
Any healer or whoever shows up, basically.
Okay.
We can take a kited target. I see Diamond incoming. Courtesy of Cyphrix.
You know it, baby.
It's alright, Ares. Just slap his. Lol. Next target.
Bringing up the slow now.
That whirlwind doesn't fuck around, does it?
Nope.
Proper whirlwind, this one. None
Yeah.
of that warrior, Fury Warrior nonsense.
Next one. Ring triangle. It's coming. Fear wards on Eris.
She needs a new one, yeah.
Is that a cleave you're being hit by?
Yep.
Lindsay?
Yeah, we all got hit 360-degree cleave.
Well, you were the only one who got hit.
Huh? I was standing on top of like 3 other people.
They're
Maybe
dodging.
maybe there has to be a person taking the cleave. Maybe you're supposed to have a tank standing next to it.
Yeah, you took like 4k damage, like
Yeah.
every cleave, like every 5 seconds.
I don't
It
have
took
the
way
highest
more.
HP.
No.
Anyway, next pull we have a new type of mob, 2 actually. We have a Obsidian Nullifier, much like the Obsidian Eradicator, he has to be mana drained. But he does not blow up when he reaches max mana. He instead decreases the HP of the entire raid to 1. Which is very
That's
bad.
it.
So we need to split up the mana drainers. So we'll put Cyphrex Ovula on Skull, Wurzel Seraph on Cross, Nimsh Phantasma.
Last pack.
It's gonna turn around.
Last champion pack, oh.
Yeah, they go away. They stop
Nimsh
there.
Phantasma on Skull, Boar and Sasander on Cross, Lucas and Toodle on Skull, Morpeth and Desana on Cross. And the other mob is an Obsidian, Anubis Southwater. He's gonna do a massive AoE. I believe that's a 100% chance to do that. And he's gonna do either a Fear, a Root, or a Silence. I believe we cannot have melee on this dude. Has to be ranged.
Yeah, everyone has to be at absolute max range. The range on that on the AoE is absolutely colossal. We need a proper fear ward rotation on whoever's tanking it, and we need to nuke the shit out of the nullifiers first, and then range finish off the big guy.
Right. Arisfina, stay in your avoidance gear, tank the square, Fleeky on Skull, Cuff on Cross. And we'll basically pull them back, so we'll have the big dude, like here, at the
Yep.
edge.
I'll tank the big dude there where Skull is currently.
Yeah.
And then we'll tank the other dudes.
So the healers
down,
of Arisfina can stay roughly where the Skull is now. Like down
and we'll
slightly
tank the
down.
other two we tank the other two where Ophila's standing now on the triangle.
Yeah, exactly. Does
Yeah,
everybody
we need to be
understand?
at max range from the big guy because he will fuck shit up.
Yeah.
His fear is an AoE pulsing fear, so we need to make sure the fear wards are happening, and you need to be out of range of it, otherwise all the healers will be feared, and then everyone's gonna die.
Yeah, basically heal as max range as possible. I think we can do the pull, yeah? So everybody else move back apart from the tanks and the healers and Arisfina.
Okay, you ready?
Mana drainers, be ready to get on that. Everybody has to mana drain it, 2 mobs at once. Go.
Don't. I was gonna say, don't start healing the tank of the big guy before the others are in range of things being tanked themselves. Obviously, because she'll take healing aggro.
Go. Make sure we've got Soulstone. That's the blast wave.
Okay.
More back, bring them all back.
Still getting hit. This is okay. Skull down, next one.
So we don't need to worry about mana drain too much. I don't think that's a big deal. These guys got not enough health.
That's it. Arisfina
There's a
down.
max range, though. We need a new tank, and everyone needs to back up to get out of the room. Keep Freaky alive.
He's gonna die. He's too far away,
Yeah.
isn't he?
No, you make sure you can reach him, healers.
Heal the
Can't turn
healers.
him around. Fleeky.
Turn him fleeky if you can.
Well, he can't right now, but you can't have his back against the raid because I can't.
Any luck put another soulstone on someone, on the healer?
Yeah, I have Soulstone.
Down. Move back. Don't turn it, Cav.
No turning.
No, you need to be on the raid
Yeah,
side
it's a
of
wipe.
things, so we can
That's all right. Just come and stand in the thing and just die. Let the soul stones do their work, and we'll start again. So when I said you really need to be out of range, you don't want to do any healing until the other guys are being tanked. I kind of meant it.
I think the issue is the healers have to be inside the damage AoE to actually heal
If the tank is turned to the raid, we shouldn't take it.
Okay.
Yeah, if the tank is nearer the raid, but also if you've got 4 or 5 healers on the tank, you can then have a bunch of healers on the healers healing the tank who are then out of range.
Okay, yeah, well, we had 2 healers on the tank, but the mob was tanked on top of the healer spot, rather than...
Yeah, it was on the wrong side.
And then also we were mana draining, so a third
Yeah,
of the healers...
I think the mana draining, unnecessary. I don't think we need to bother the mana drain. The guy's only got 50k health. We just nuke the shit out of them, pop some cooldowns, get them dead.
Yeah, I think that was... Yes, the mana draining was an error, yes.
Okay.
But we need to treat these guys very, very seriously because we could spend the whole evening wiping to them if we wanted to.
Right, so you want 2 healers on the tank, or do you want 3?
More. Just lots of healers on the tank.
We said 2 to 3 healers. 2 healers that are alive or 3 that are dead.
Why don't we have 3 healers on the tank and then 3 more healers dedicated to healing those healers, who then make sure they're out of range of the blast wave in case the healers that are healing the tank are in range, and then the other 4 healers that are in the raid healing the other 2 tanks, and anyone who's taking AoE damage in the melee has fucked it up and they deserve to die. How about that? Is that a good start?
Sure.
Yeah, we just need to tank the mobs sort of in the right spots.
On healer chat Madras, check guild info. It's ask healers.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We just don't crash if he's ready.
Disconnected somehow.
Yeah, it's cool. Sorry, I'm muted in game, so I need to talk.
Yeah, you can summon Crash. Crashy, if you leave your group, we can summon you outside.
He's inside.
Oh, he's inside?
He's in the raid.
Okay.
Oh, but
Okay.
no, he's in Dustwallow March. No, he's outside, so
Yeah.
he needs to leave the raid, or I'll kick him from the raid.
Why is Boar outside?
He was
Boar's obviously
getting
going to
his
summon
proxy.
people.
There's Blood Fate. Gotta be in the mage though, buddy.
So look, we kick Crashu. Now invite Crashu into your in summoner group, and then summon Crashu to the instance, then he can come inside.
Okay, then that.
In the meantime, whilst Bloodfate's obviously can't get it on his mage, he can come in and help us on his
I'm on
pro.
mage, I forgot to give myself fucking bijous for a thing. I parked out this way, but forgot to give myself bijous. So you can invite my mage. We're good.
Let's put a summon on Boar as well.
Boar is here with us. Oh wait.
Nope. Savo. Savotnik! Savotnik! I'm logging, fuck that.
No, he's offline, Tuta.
Savotnik, can you wake up, please?
What
Thank
does he need?
you.
What do you need?
Summon Boar.
Oh, you have to kick Boar.
Boar is not in the main raid currently. In fact, I'm going to kick Faith now as well.
Oh, it's Black
from the
Seven,
raid.
sorry.
Yeah, it's me.
In your group, invite Faith now, and then summon Faith now, then you can come back in the main raid. So tanks, who's tanking the big scary dude?
Paris.
Aris. So Foxy is currently the boss, Aris. So you want to tank him there, where you're obviously just ever so slightly this way. Everyone else then needs to be the best part of 40 yards down the slope. So healer position is going to be something like where Ovula is now, something like this. Yes, yeah, where the star is. This sort of area here is our healer position. Obviously, you need to adjust to make sure you're out, as far at max range as possible. If the healers are taking damage, obviously we need then a second group of healers further back to make sure the healers can be in range and still, so you can heal the healers to keep them alive. and then the tank spot for the other idiots is over here where they're dead right now, where the other 2 tanks will be. And again, like you have to be obviously really careful casting any heals until those other guys are tanked. Does that make sense? To start with, we've just got the warder now because we killed the other 2 idiots first. Some killed Trinity.
Alright.
I think I get blood fate now.
You got faith now?
Yep, I'm getting my flask real quick.
So I'm going to invite Crashu. Has Crashu been summoned?
Crashu is inside.
Yep, good. Okay, so we can summon Crashu.
Are we waiting to summon before we pull?
No, you can.
We may as well. We may as well summon Faith. Like Faith News, is Faith New at the instance?
I will be in just a second.
Yeah, so let's just let's get everyone here because we've got more pulls like this to do.
Invite Faith New, please.
I will. Oh, Faith New's not in our guild anymore.
Really?
What a splitter! He joined what it is, American Nighttime Raiding Guild.
Faith, no, you're in Stranglethorn Vale.
No, look again.
No? It says CV on my screen.
Well, then you're high as fuck.
You inside, buddy?
Sure am.
Summon Faith No Group 5.
We just did. Go on, summon him again.
And the last person we're missing is...
A healer, either Athene or Tilmar, whenever if they turn up.
Okay.
Or another DPS that shows up later, if there's other DPS.
Right.
Like I prefer to wait, yeah. Max.
Yeah, Max, that's the one we're missing. Alright, let's do the poll. So, no melee DPS and stay the fuck away from these guys.
Get your bows and arrows out. Aris, you ready?
Aris seems ready. Bouncing up and down on the red mount.
He's charging after me. I'm scared.
It's coming now.
I'm scared.
Should we be with Star or Green?
You can be anywhere you like right now, but you want a bit max range.
Yeah, so just within the range of Fireball.
Yeah, if you're taking damage, it's not good to be taking damage. Star doesn't take damage, which is good. Triangle doesn't take damage either.
Close. But we gotta move back.
Cray, small
So
step
if
back,
you're taking
Stasha.
damage, you know to step back, right? You shouldn't be taking damage. You're not going to get any healing.
Hemi died. As a melee DPS, that's incredible.
That's very well done.
Oh, he got rooted into the thing.
Ah.
Yeah, careful with Threat here. There's a nasty debuff that we can't dispel. So Aris can hardly hit the target.
So gonna drop Ignite now. So I don't get killed.
Rangers, you need to, if you get damage, just go a bit back.
It can be dispelled, but I'll do it between the next ones. It's faded, I think.
It's okay.
Yeah, I think we'll be good.
We've learned to deal with it. So,
Yeah, I think Ignite dropped. Good. Just getting nervous.
You're still second in threat.
another
yeah.
poll
Rest
similar.
more.
Another poll similar.
Let's rest the 2 dead people.
Yeah. We'll pull back to this position because we have a patrol in this room.
Yes, well, we'll do exactly the same positions.
Yeah.
Obviously, actually, you'll probably need to pick it up a little bit further forward because it will.
Everybody-
Or
Are you pulling Skull?
I'll pull the skull, yes, and I'm going to bring him back to where the other 2 corpses are.
Can we have another hunter pulling cross as well?
Cyphrix, get on
Single buffs on Chemi and Boar.
Sure, Cyphex want to pull across when he gets into range.
Yep.
It's just about really being out of the range of the warder because if he roots you, you're going to have to have some problems.
If you're not a
Isana, can
healer,
you
if you're not a
buff
healer,
Chemi?
you need to be behind the skull. Or a tank, or a hunter. If you're None of those things. Move back.
Mages,
Do we feel ready?
step back.
Yeah, I
Stop
think
it.
we're about ready.
Here we go.
Same spot errors.
Let's fuck him up.
Oh boy. Nuke skull. Skull down. These have like 0 HP.
Yeah, 50k, so they're nice and easy to kill.
Good.
But I'm sure if they get you to 0 health, they really fuck you up. If they explode, that'd be really bad.
Now, back to business. It's the Dust Cloud again. And he's got a Fear, not Root this time. Fiora taking damage, move back.
Fear?
Absolute max range.
Gotta get that Scorch up, bro.
Fuck the Scorches.
I'm checking the range.
Good.
He's a bitch.
Next up we have a pole similar to what we just did before. With the kiting and whatnot.
So Sundial seem to be too close.
You can't DPS it. Well, that's a rip. Nope, that's a Fear on the tank. Move back, move back. Turn it, Eris. There's a Fear coming in 10 seconds. Should be dead. Yep, good job.
Good shit.
Rest Mugi.
Get your man up. We want to be efficient
We
before
have a kite for Seraph. That's going to be a circle on this pool. We'll initiate when they come back. Seraph, do you confirm? Kiting circle? Good. I'm just gonna go have a quick peek. In before I die horribly.
So there's 2 groups with the champions and the mind slayers, and I think there's 2 different groups with the giant, great big mobile guy.
We have to
So
go.
pulling on this time now. They're coming back now.
Yeah.
Let's go right.
So let's take Skull on one side of the room, or just in a corner somewhere. Yeah. And then we'll kite the other 3 things.
Skull, go to the left here. Everybody be in the left side of this room.
Hunters will just kite out the back of this room. Don't be in the way of the guys who are going to cleave.
Okay, so I'm
See if it
assuming
hurts.
that all of the people except for Medras and the rogues have a mount. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think so. At least I can say I don't have a mount.
Who is I?
That's Medras.
Medras.
Yeah. So it should be just you and the rogues that are left because you've got sprints.
Hello, boys.
You will
Hi,
get the
Max.
next one, and then I'll give it to the rogues.
All the kicks, I love it. You can bring back a kite.
Who's letting go? Warsaw, do you want to let go?
Somebody feign.
Max, you need a summon to
We
the
got
gate?
circle, we got
Circle is coming.
I'm at the gate. Going to go.
Need a tank. Good. Yeah, so I can't really recommend DPSing before we have a tank on that target. Next kite, please.
Triangle's on its way.
Let them come to us, tank in front. Let's bring in the diamond as well.
I'm playing on the diamond.
You can give them your target over there.
I'll just run out. So square's coming towards you.
Square's coming. Okay.
And then bring the diamond right into us.
Yep, fear ward on the tank, Arisfina. Whole time done. Oh boy.
His cleave is very strange.
Very. Right?
Should we summon Max P?
Yes.
We should summon Max P.
And res effects all. So we have one more pull like this, and then back to the Anubis Earth guys and the Obsidian guys. We're going to be taking a right in this room to access Cthulhu.
Are we pulling back here?
Yes.
Yeah, pulling back again. Oh, there's more.
Go
There's
to the
one good
front
reason
of
to
this
do it.
room. Yep, this is good.
Okay, do we have someone in the raid that's playing a melee character now that is going to play a ranged character on Cthulhu?
Yes. Zavo has Glazer.
Does that person need to relog to their ranged character so they can get a mount?
Probably. So it sounds like a good idea. If everyone else has got mounts, then yeah. Does Faith New have a mount?
No. No, okay, so Faith New gets the next one.
Faith New have a mount, and then does Nastasha have a mount?
Natasha now has a mount.
Okay, that's great.
Okay.
Same kiting targets on this one. When it comes back, we'll initiate. There's going to be 2 Mind Slayers. Hunters up front. It's going to be a long range pull.
Effector needs single buffs, please.
Go. 3rd Hunter up front. We're missing Cyphrix.
I är slack.
Oh, fleeky.
my controls.
Triangle is in the raid, basically.
You kite on triangle. Sereth, can you get on it? Nice, Water got it. Get some kicks going on these fellas.
Rip.
Don't run too far away with the triangle. Ha!
I think we
triangle.
You can release.
Let triangle go.
Ah, that's what happened. Yeah, pretty much moving long range with these packs is kind of shit. Bring the next one.
Bring it now.
Okay.
We can probably bring
Yeah, bring the last one. He's coming.
Fear Ward Arisfina.
Let's have a backup tank ready. Again? Why me?
Yeah, only you.
You're a magnet.
Maybe it's because I've got the lowest HP of the warriors.
Yeah, some reverse patchwork or something.
Oh, Hemi got it this time.
And again.
Trin, you've got 500 less HP than me.
Yes.
Ooh, you're being pawned.
Then again, I didn't pop my sensor yet.
Why don't you shift a Zanza running when you enter the instance?
Because I forgot.
Got
I
any
only brought
sound?
one.
We'd have the same health. Same health. Freeze.
Yeah, just about. Okay, should be no more patrols. We're safe to pull this pack. We'll try to tank the square where he's standing. And then we'll pull back the nullifiers. Alright?
Which we set we need to set a position for the Aris to stand. Aris, you just choose a position where you want to tank him in, and then we'll base ourselves around you. That's probably the best plan, right? So she just chooses where she wants to be.
I'll mark myself with a star again, just like last time.
Good. Healers in the star, everybody else, get away from it, let the tanks. Same hunters again, falling again.
So everyone be back, and you want to be in one side. Obviously, the healers want to be on one side in the group. Like, Aris, this is where you're going to tank him where you're standing right now? Is that where you want to tank him, or do you want to tank him?
Aris Venus writing in chat.
Okay, I'll pull him running. Okay, so the healers need to adjust themselves to Aris Venus' position. I'm going to go and pull the skull, and I'll drag him back. And you should probably not stand near the skull, and the cross will come with it.
Let's do this. Get back, get back, get back.
My current position. Oh, need more healers.
Atashi's dead. Sorry,
Svina is dead.
Svina. Need a tank on that, quickly. Move away, move away. Fleeky, you're up. Heal Fleeky, turn it. All healers move to heal the tank and the tank healers.
My position. Star.
Faith is too close.
Stand on star.
Toodle bomb's too close, Kenny's too close.
Yeah,
God,
took
I
it down
hate
too much.
Back Scorch. I just feel like I'm doing it wrong without Scorch stacks.
Forget Discord.
I can't.
Star will
On
move a
these
bit.
specific mobs, it does not matter.
You need to watch your threat anyway.
I will try to keep Arisvina dispelled. I don't think I can do it without taking at least one fire aura thingy.
I mean, one's okay. Even two is doable. Yeah, nice one, Kenny. I know Fleeky's low in the armor. Good job.
Yeah, we need more healers to run in with me on that one.
Similar pull, we'll drag them down here. So,
The boss, if Aris tanks the boss here,
yeah.
and then healers can base
Rest the dead healers.
Obviously, Resident the Dead. And then we'll pull the other guys further back so they'll be nearer the entrance where the other dead corpses of themselves are already.
Yep, so Arisvina on the skull, and then
Yeah.
the healers can, like, stand here.
I think we've
stand
gone
here.
running off in the completely wrong direction. It's just not really the time.
That's Uru, so do not run in.
Yeah, that's
I
all.
just wanted to look at the room.
Okay, we're just about ready to pull. Let the healers get a bit of mana. Tanks, Fleeky and Cafe, we can go on the left side here. So we don't have to run around the star position.
So I'm expecting Aris to come and tank here where I am now. That's it. Good. Okay. And then I'll go up and pull Skull down to where Fleeky's standing now.
Yes. Yes. Let's do this. Cafe, you ready?
Yeah.
Good.
Just waiting for my cross.
Ollie, you took aggro back.
Star.
It's a fear this time round. Aris is feared.
it's fear.
Dispel.
Everyone needs to be at max range.
Move back.
Make sure you can. Aris pops for shield wall maybe.
Star.
Right. Fear's gonna be coming. Need the next fear ward soon. Fear's coming. New fear ward. Nice.
These guys really mean business, don't they?
Fear ward in 5. We'll be ready. New fear ward. Nope, still up. That was a silence this time.
I silenced and fears.
Ah.
The other guy rooted and blinded.
Right, okay. New fear ward. Oh, the dwarves waddling in. Gotta get that fear ward. Nope, I'm out of combat actually, Willem. After the skull and cross die.
Oh, yep. Right.
Nice one. Good job.
And this pull must suck if you're hard.
Oh yeah.
Tremor totem.
Right, this room's clear.
Doesn't Tremor Totem tick like every 5 seconds? Something?
I think it's every second.
Imagine repositioning that guy every 5 seconds, like every fear.
Is there a scoffer behind us if somebody has a key?
Okay, guys, now we can't get much closer.
Nah, it's pretty fucking close. We got one more room, I think.
Yeah.
Just be careful, we don't know where the next trash pull is.
I thought we were done with trash now.
Yeah.
Kenny, do you have a mount?
Yeah, it's cool.
Alright, just don't go into the tunnels where Cthulhu is.
Okay.
You
We're
don't want
one
to get...
mount short currently. Faison who does not have a mount.
Type 1, 2, 3 if you don't have a mount.
Yeah, it's just Faison. Sorry.
There he is.
Please don't go in.
Stay here. Don't go any further.
Stay outside. Stay outside.
Okay.
Okay, so before we start, just to make sure everyone knows, round that corner in that room that we're just in front of now is the Eye of Cthulhu. If you walk in front of that doorway, he'll see you and the boss fight will start and then we'll wipe. Right? So don't go round the corner because that will be a wipe.
Okay. I'm gonna go through the tactics. It's quite extensive, there's a lot of information. I'll do it phase by phase, and at the end, Ovila will explain his tactic to enter the room. We'll do that last. So please listen, and I'll ask for any questions after each phase. So, first phase is the Eye of Cthulhu, you can see now. He can be DPS, he takes normal damage. Roughly every 3 or 4 or 5 seconds, something like that, he's gonna cast an Eye Beam. That's the main mechanic of this phase. The Eye Beam will do nature damage, about 1.5 to 2k damage. It will link to the nearest person, and it will double link damage.
People within 8 yards.
Within 8 yards, and it'll double damage every time it links. And it's a very tough mechanic to deal with, especially as you're moving. But it's the essence of phase 1, so spreading out is vital. Ollie, do you want to sort some groups while I speak?
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
Okay. So we'll position in 8 groups. Each group will have a melee DPS. Each group will have at least a few range and a heal and whatnot. Each melee will have a marker, and that marker is your position to stand behind. So if there's a warrior in front of where you see now, mark the skull, and you're in his group, you need to be behind that skull, spread out so you don't link. The other part of this fight is an ability called Dark Glare. He's going to start at a random position in this room. He's going to fire a laser, and he's going to move around in a circle, either clockwise or counterclockwise, to cover roughly half of the room. As that happens, you need to move away to not be hit by the beam because you will die instant. And then you need to reposition afterwards. You need to watch your marker, your melee DPS marker. to make sure that you can position correctly when the dark layer is finished. That's the essence of that mechanic, repositioning afterwards. If you do get lost and you can't access your melee marker, just position yourself where you don't link, and then you can find him or her after the next dark layer. Through the entire fight, we're looking at tentacles, lots of hentai. We'll get, in this phase, 2 types of tentacles. What we call the tentacle rape party. It's 8 small tentacles, will cast Mind Flay, does shadow damage. Melee DPS will effectively take care of this, kicking them and then killing them. There's a second tentacle called a claw tentacle. He's gonna spawn at a random position on a player. The player will receive a small bit of damage, and then you need to kill it. In phase 1, it does not do a lot of damage. It hits for about the same as an I-beam ticks. So ranged DPS, you've got to swap to that, kill it ASAP, then back on the eye. And that's basically phase 1. Now you need to pop your small cooldowns like Death Wish and Rapid Fire and whatnot in this phase to get through this as quick as possible. Any questions in phase 1?
Does it do the linking I-beam during the rotating phase?
No, not during the rotating phase.
No. Right, as the Eye of Cthulhu is killed, we enter phase 2. We will then drop our position with the spreading out. We'll all go back to this. If you look at the minimap, I'm pinging an area in the front of this room. This area, bottom of the stairs, around his front, will spread out, not like necessarily 8 yards, just kind of spread out a bit. And then he's going to do the tentacle rape party, but everything's nasty. The I-beams are bigger, the claw tentacle is massive, and there's a third tentacle called the giant eye tentacle. This tentacle will do an identical I-beam like Cthulhu does in phase 1. It links, it kills, it's horrible. Every 30 seconds or so we'll get a spawn of this giant tentacle. It's going to be a claw, then an eye, then a claw, then an eye. And when they spawn we need a stun on that ASAP, stun lock them. So 1 paladin stunning, and then a protection warrior, and then a rogue with a cheap shot. But as the big guy spawns straight after, so do the small eyes. This means melee DPS and hunters. Warriors first, and then hunters. You're going to start in the back, intercept, scatter shot. Just make sure they don't mind flay for too long, and then kill them. Rogue DPS, you start in the front where the players are standing. And that's essentially how we deal with the tentacles. There's a fourth tentacle that needs no interaction, but he's gonna swallow you, put you inside Cthulhu's stomach, om nom. When you're in the stomach, it's a different room. You will see a few platforms you need to jump on because there's a poisonous water. When you're inside, you don't need to tank anything, but you will take stacking debuff damage. It ramps up much like Fire Maw. And there's 2 tentacles in there. When they are killed, phase 2 ends and Cthulhu is weakened. We can then actually hit him because when he's in phase 2 he does not take any damage. You can debuff him, you can put Judgment of Wisdom, you can build Rage on him, but he doesn't take damage. Which means phase 2 has to end when there's no tentacles alive upstairs, as in no giant tentacles and no small ones. When a tank drops down, you jump to the rumbly kind of ground part you see in one platform and you get shot back up instantly. Tanks have no business being in the stomach. A DPS, however, will stay down there for as long as he or she can survive, and will kill 1 tentacle first, and then the second tentacle will be weakened, ready to be killed when we feel like it's time. A healer can quickly top off anyone in the stomach and then jump up again. That is essentially phase 2. Questions? No? Alright, phase 3, Cthulhu's weakened, 45 seconds, full blast. He needs to be roughly around 40% HP as the first weakened phase, phase 3 ends. When it ends, we resume phase 2 as business as normal, basically. So you can pop your combustions here, you can pop your big shit again, but save your recklessness and save your 30-minute whatever cooldowns you have to the second weakened phase. That's when he needs to die.
Disagree. No.
No?
We use all the big cooldowns in the first weakened phase because there's a chance you'll be dead by the time the second weakened phase happens.
Right,
so in the first weakened phase, that's when all the major shit happens. We just pump as much damage into him then, try and get him down to 30%, say, and then if we lose 3 or 4 people for the last one, we can hopefully still get him down.
Yes.
How long will it take for us to get to that phase?
The fight is approximately 10 minutes long.
We'll get 2
Okay.
weakened phases, so it's not too long phase by phase. So I believe that's everything inside the fight. Now Ovilus can explain the pull, because it's quite tricky.
Okay, so yeah, so the way the pull works, obviously, as soon as Cthulhu can see someone, he's going to shoot his laser beam. We're all right next door to each other, so we'll all chain to each other, and we'll wipe the raid as soon as he sees us. Like if Trinity walks around that corner right now, every single person will die. So we've got to avoid that. So the trick is, we all mount up where Ovula and Trinity are standing now. This is what we're going to try to do, and Coffee Cup, or Arasfina, or Fleeky, one of the three of them, is going to come to this back wall, just one of them, and whilst hugging the wall, is going to go across to the other side, just outside Cthulhu's sight range, to come and join me over here. Just, yeah, really super careful. Now, we only want one person. We don't need all of you coming. Just one of you. Whoever's going to take this first side beam. And so what happens is, when we say, right, we're going to make the pull, we'll do a pull countdown time or whatever it is. Coffee Cup will say, I'm pulling now. He will poke his head round. Cthulhu will go, oh, fucking hello, I-beam time. Once he's poked his head round, he'll leg it this way to here somewhere, take a I-beam in the face. Whilst he's doing that, everyone else has got to sprint in like lightning, as fast as you can. You have to get to your position, and hopefully you'll be able to get close enough to your position before he decides to retarget somebody else. When he retargets you, you need to start moving away from the rest of the raid. Now, I've posted in Discord a picture that everyone needs to look at. So looking at this picture in Discord, it's the picture of the room, groups 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, and 8. You can see all the groups. Now, we need to stand in our group. I've arranged the groups hopefully in a situation that people are happy to have. The person with the mark on their head, the star, the scar, the moon, all those things, are the melee DPS. Their nominal standing position is to be on the edge of the black stuff that's on the floor. When they're DPS in the boss, they'll be closer in, but their normal starting position is on the edge of the black stuff that's in the floor. The rest of the group takes up a position that makes a little pentagram or a square behind their guy who's got the mark on their head in their group. Okay, that's within your groups. You guys need to work out what your positions are going to be. I would recommend that if you have a healer or 2 healers in your group, you have them nearer the melee than farther away, and you have the ranged DPS at the back. But if you don't have 2 healers, you then have to work out exactly where your person is going to stand. Okay, it's important for all of you to know where you're thinking about standing. You need to discuss that in your groups now and work it out. Like, I can't do it for you. There's 40 people in groups of 5. You work out where you're going to stand, which part of the square or the pentagram you're going to take. Pentagon you're going to take within your square, within your group. You then need to look at the map, work out where your group is going to be standing relative to the rest of the room. Okay? So take 2 minutes now, type in chat to each other. Don't talk because it'll be 40 people talking to each other, and work out who's going to stand where.
Just one question, Ovila.
Yes.
You marked people according to the map, or because I see...
I marked people according to the melee, whether they were melee DPS. So the marked people should be Trinity, Harrington, Willem, Hemi, Chesh, Warg, Liran, and Bisius.
Yeah, but are we using the same positions as the map? Or?
Yeah, that's got to be the easiest way to do it. So you need to look at your group. So I am in group 4. Willem is my guy. Willem has the nipple on his head, obviously, because it's Willem. I then look back at the map. Randomly, I'm the group that's nearest the door. Now, I'm going to change that ever so slightly because I realise that we have one person who doesn't have a mount. Who doesn't have the mount?
Faith.
Sorry, Faith. And so I'm going to swap it in Faith New into group 4 because that's the room that's the most important one. There we go. So I've moved out to group 4. So Faith New is now in group 4 with Willem, and Ovula's in Chesh's group.
Ovula.
Yes, hello.
On the picture, there is both numbers and
Don't
markers.
worry about the numbers.
Sorry, ignore the numbers. It's just showing that there are 8 positions. Okay, so just follow the symbol that you've got.
Yeah. So just to quickly recap, phase 1, spread out. We've sorted the groups. We've sorted the positions. Killed tentacles, and burned the boss. Phase 2, reposition back to the front of this this room. Focus on stunning the big tentacles. Melee and hunters focus on the small tentacles. If you get inside, don't panic. Have a look around, see where the tentacles are, and then jump out before you actually die. Jumping out is quite easy. There's a small gravelly area on one platform. You jump on that, you get shot out. Tanks, you do nothing in phase 1. Just stand by a wall, look pretty. I think we should buff up full. We should pop our flasks.
Hold on, guys. I've been asking in chat. You need to completely modify the healer setup.
Yeah,
what's wrong with the healers?
If you just look at the Discord, there's a full.
Yeah, but we can adjust.
setup.
I mean,
So you've
Yeah.
What? So healer chat in Discord?
Yes.
Oh god, I've got to remake it to.
But can't we just
okay.
heal the group we are in?
Yeah, I mean, just heal who you can reach, right?
Yeah.
No, but it's sorted out in a way that you're in your group.
Yeah, but just look at the group you're in now, and that's.
I mean, I have a healer in each group or something, so I can rearrange it to the way Lucas has made it. Okay, so any conversations you've had in chat, ignore because we're going to restart it again. Lucas, can you type this? Can you make this appear in game so I can look in game and rearrange the groups whilst we're doing it?
Sure.
Just in.
Are you in healer chat?
In guild chat, I'm not in healer channel now, so just in guild chat or something. That's fine. So I'm going to get Lisanne, Andreas, Infant in group 1. So Tashi, you're out. Madreas is in. Sorry, Fleeky, you're out of that group now. Group 2 is Gwendolyn and Morpeth.
All DPS, you need to have an unused trinket for the burn phase. Something that increases your power for like 30 seconds or something.
I don't think you expect people to have that.
If you have them, use them.
Yeah, okay. Group 3 is just Kenny. Group 4 is just Tashi. Group 5 is Charmy and Crashy. Group 6 is Lucas, yeah. Group 7 is...
No, it's swept out. I'm 7, Islam is 6.
So Group 6 is 2, Islam 6. There you go. So you're happy with that?
Yes, perfect.
That's the Helios sign. Okay, so now have a chat in your groups.
Does everybody have the Cthulhu Warner add-on up and running on your screen? I hear nothing. Good? Very good. It will show you how long we have on the weekend phase, if you're linking, all that shit. It's a good add-on. Look at it. If it's red, you're doing it wrong. Alright, now... There's been all talk about this. We need to finish up buffing and then we are gonna try and do a pull. So we need a new salve on the warriors.
Either call for like a penalty rebuff just before you go, or go.
Yeah. I think there's just a little bit of talking. We need to get confirmation from the people in the groups that they're happy that their groups are set up the way they understand it. Just can the melee DPS in the group, who's nominally the leader of each group, agree that you're happy and understand the way your group's going to be? In raid chat, please. So Trinity, yeah.
Should we pop flasks already?
No, if it's gone 9, yes, you're very welcome to pop a flask if you're going to pop a flask. We've only got 2 hours, so yeah.
Just to be 100% sure, we're not going by the numbers. We're going by the marks.
We're going by the marks. So your guy is your mark. So I'm going to be Cheshire's my square. I'm following Cheshire to wherever square of Cheshire goes, and I'm going to build my pentagon around Chesh. I'm assuming that Chesh has looked at the map and understands where to go on the map. Like, again, if you're a melee DPS and you're not sure where you're supposed to be going, you need to say now, because obviously we need to arrange things, because if we have 10 people standing in the same position, that's going to be stupid.
Okay, then we have something wrong, I think. Group 7 should be square, and it's a green triangle at the moment.
No, you ignore the numbers.
No, the numbers on the graphic is nothing. Don't look at the numbers on the graphic, only the colors.
Colors on the graphic are important, numbers mean nothing.
Okay, group 1 is ready.
Shit, okay.
Group 2? That's your group, Harrington.
Yeah, I just asked everyone to confirm that they know where to stand.
Okay, group 3, Hemi.
Good.
Yeah, ready.
Good.
Group 4, Willem.
Ready.
Group 5, Chesh. Can you confirm that we're ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Wog.
Ready.
Vicious. And Liren.
Yes, we are ready.
Okay,
Right.
Group 2, Group 2, are you ready?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so we're going to run into the room.
Okay, Opeler.
Yes.
You need to do the signs by the number. The healer assignment doesn't work out if you do it the way you're doing it.
The healers just heal the person they're in group with.
No, but the thing is, we sorted it out so that everybody is covering by a specific group. It doesn't change anything. I'm telling you, just change the number. Just put the mark according to the number on your little image, and it will work out perfectly.
We're not gonna sit and
Change
change
the mark. Okay, so group 1 is going to be star. Okay, I can change it. Trinity, you can change group 1 to be star.
Yeah.
Group 2 to be nipple. Group 3 to be diamond. Group 4 moon. Group 5 is skull. Group 6 is cross. Group 7 is square. And group 8 is triangle. And now hopefully Lucas will be happy.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, so to recap what's going to happen in the first 30 seconds. Cafe's going to poke his head around the door and run away. As he says, I'm poking now, we sprint in. Melee DPS, or people who are going to the far end of the room, the quickest direction to get to where you want to go is straight towards the boss, hug the eye, loop round the eye, and spread out. That's what we want to be doing. You don't want to be running in haphazard matter. You want to go the shortest distance to where you want to go. Obviously, if you get targeted, and you should notice if you get targeted, you should get a skull on top of your head if you're going to be targeted by the eye beam. You need to move to a position where other people aren't. If everyone's moving to the far end of the room in a straight line, you need to move perpendicular to those people just as far away as possible. Yeah? The center of the room is less space to move around in than the edges of the room because it's a circle. Okay? So be aware of where you're supposed to be going, concentrate. So we're going to run in, we're going to dodge laser beaming everybody in the face, we're going to form up into positions form up into positions to make a pentagon in our group that doesn't have us linking things to each other. We're then going to start DPS in the eye. Eye tentacles are going to spawn. When the 8 eye tentacles spawn on the edge of the back spots, everyone's going to switch DPS and kill the eye tentacles that swap on the spawn on the back spots. There's also going to be small tentacles that are just flopping melee tentacles. People are going to swap their DTS to them as well. Eye tentacles first, melee tentacles second. Then the dark glare is going to happen. You've got 3 or 4 seconds to realize the eye beam's pointing in your face and it's going to laser beam you to death, and you need to move away from it. You then run in a circle approximately 180 degrees to get to another position, form up again in the pentagon, or based around your group's marker. We go through that until the phase 1 is ended, and we'll worry about phase 2 if we get there.
Alright.
Does that sound good?
Yes.
I'm concerned that Chesh no longer seems to have a mark.
I have a question.
What's your question?
The melees are standing in the middle of the pentagon, right? Or in front?
The melee will be standing at the edge of the black circle.
The melee stand at the edge of the back circle so you can DPS the eye that spawns there. Obviously, when you're fighting the boss, you're standing right at the boss's feet. When you're right at the boss, you have to be almost pinpoint accurate not to chain to the other melee when there's 8 of you in the circle. You need to make sure you're not chaining to the other melee because you'll kill yourselves. Okay? It's not that hard to do, but you need to get it right. You need to be watching that Cthulhu Warner to make sure you don't fuck it up.
Yeah.
Okay?
We're fast girl now, right?
Yes. Okay, we should really start pulling.
Right, well, let's assume that everyone's ready. Yeah?
Nobody's FK.
Mount up.
Rebuff. Paladin rebuff.
Typhrex, Vefnu.
Paladin's rebuff.
Willem.
Yeah.
we're all ready to go. Get the Paladin bus out. When Paladin say they're ready, that's when we'll go. Well, that's when
Hunter's
Coffee will tell us
nature
that we're going
aura.
to go.
Yeah, Hunter's nature aura. And Paladin shadow aura for phase 2.
Everybody's stuck on signs.
We should have the Priest shadow protection buff as well.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's a good
Sorry, okay. So 30 seconds while the Priest put shadow protection buff out on everyone. Sorry, Priest, I should have said that before. There is shadow damage during the course of this fight. The I-beam damage is shadow damage.
Should we pop nature resist potion
You
right
should
at
have taken an electrocution potion already, yes. And if the fight goes long and we're doing a good job, you will be taking nature resistance potions during the course of the fight because it will prevent you from damage you take from when you're in the stomach.
Yes.
Okay, so we're just waiting for Priest mana. Lucas looks like he's almost ready. Fiora should try and drink up quickly because Coffee Cup's mentality is ready to pull in about 3 seconds' time. Coffee Cup?
I am ready to
Mount
pull.
up, Fiora. Mount up.
And what should be mounted?
So should I do a countdown?
Yeah, I guess if you say 3, 2, 1, I.
Then I reveal
when you say
myself.
I, that's you say I and reveal yourself. At the moment you say I, as soon as you've revealed yourself and said I, that's when we all just go.
All right, I'm ready. Are we going?
Go.
You make the
3,
call.
2, 1, I.
We're running in. We're finding our position.
Oh boy.
He despawned.
Huh?
Where? Oh yeah, it's just for me.
Switch to tentacles that jump up in your area. Claw tentacles, they like a melee in range. Crasher, you come too close to me.
If there's
More
a
switching DPS.
raid party incoming, ready to swap.
Get ready to go onto eyes.
Oh, come on, Spawn.
Get on the eyes.
There's the beam. Turn.
Yep, that's the beam. It's gonna go clockwise. Reposition, follow your marker.
We have a lot of dead people.
Yeah, just it's practice.
That's it, yeah, that's fine. Okay. So the I-beam should take you
Ending in
50%, 180 degrees. You need to be killing the tentacles as you go, guys. You need to be killing those melee tentacles. I-beam tentacles need to go down as well. And now you need to be spreading, not chaining. Try not to chain. I tentacles are up. So you need to try and get onto the I tentacles. You need to get them down. They are top priority. Okay, so obviously now we're wiping. And if you want to release and corpse run back in, we're not going to let them off.
So one thing I noticed is that the square group and the moon group had swapped position, or there was no moon next to me, being nipple group.
Moon is top right.
Yep.
Yeah, and I saw square up there and no square next to me.
Okay, so
people ran like a bunch of sheep.
Just to confirm,
other than that,
the side we enter is the position for the circle. The back entrance, the back part of the room, sorry, was my position, star. So if moon was next to the circle, you got it wrong. Moon group, you need to move to the left, or right, sorry, to the right of where the star group is. Okay?
Yeah, Vicious group, or at least Vicious, were on the wrong place as well. They were on the triangle, which they should not be.
Okay.
That's okay. We'll learn. We'll work it out. We'll learn to fix that. It's not.
The moon group died on pull as well.
Right.
So why do we think that happened? One of them took an eye, I guess, and you were close to each other.
We should probably spread out more when we actually run into the room.
Well, as soon as you get into the room, you need to head into your position. And the person who's going to get the I-beam, the raid marker, Bigwigs, puts a skull on the person who's going to get the I-beam on their head. If you got the skull on your head, you have to be looking at your body to realise this. If you get the skull on your head, you need to get away from everybody else. You need to run at a perpendicular angle to the way everyone else is going to get away, and you've only got 2 seconds to do it before the I-beam comes out. Right, so we need to be alert and ready to go. Do we need clickers? What do we need clickers for?
I need to repair.
If you want to buy flasks, I've placed the flask bot outside. So just whisper Harrington and I will tab over and trade you a flask for 100 gold.
Do we get a repair bot? One of the repair bots when we get down there?
Already?
Well, it's going to last for a while.
Repair bot only lasts 10 minutes.
Yes, Smokey. If you want to ask, you should do it right now.
I need to repair because I'm an idiot, so should I run and do that?
Yeah, you.
Yes, make a portal for yourself and we'll summon you back.
Okay, I'll go with Slow then.
Go make a portal to some city that has...
Where are you at, Slow?
Right outside. I'll make one to Ironforge because that's quick.
Yeah,
Max, can you summon
Yeah, I'm outside.
Slow? Yeah, just we'll summon Slow and Luke QT as well.
Okay, so does everybody understand wipe there?
Portal's up.
The
It's
I-beam,
outside the queue?
the I-beam linked. Now, as the pull happens, you need to be aware of your position. You're still mounted, so when you get the skull on your face, you have time, you have a few seconds to move away. When you enter, it's both, Atashi. You want to get to your position quick, but you also want to make sure that if you get the beam, you don't link it. So it's better to move away from your position, and then move back in after the beam's done to you.
One more thing, the tentacles that spawn during the laser beam swipe,
Yeah.
They can kick you inside the beam.
Yep, that's possible, and that's just very unlucky.
A note I
It
forgot to
happened with
mention.
me.
One note I forgot to
It's
mention.
not nice.
The tentacles that knock you around, the claw tentacles, they need to have a quote-unquote tank by them, as in a healer who can stand there and heal himself, or a ranged DPS, a mage who can fire blast him. Because if he's got aggro on somebody in melee range, he's gonna stop teleporting around. Right? So if you have a mage there who's just, hitting him, doing a fire blast, doing a cone of cold, whatever you can do, you'll actually end up having a much nicer time.
People, that's Uru.
Yeah, that's Uru. Right.
One more thing that we noticed, that the eye glare can just spawn on you.
Yes, the eye
so
glare.
You should like a second or two before that happens, you should start looking at where Cthulhu is looking.
Yeah.
Yes, we need to call that the giant eye blade's going to happen.
I'll get on that. He's going to turn to a random person and start the I-beam there. So when we call I-beam and he suddenly looks right in your face, you gotta move. Left or right, doesn't matter, just move away.
Is there anyone else that needs a summon?
Yeah. Trin, you mean Dark Glare, right?
Dark Glare,
you don't
yeah.
mean I-beam.
Dark Glare. The I-beam, yeah, that too.
Let's recover.
When the I-beam happens, you just stand still and take it. But
Sorry, the green I-beam, the one we take all the time, just stand still, don't do anything about it. Make sure you're not linking, and then, keep your position. You can take as many I-beams as you want, you can take 5 or 6 in a row. They don't do that much damage by themselves. But when they start linking, that's bad.
How much did the beam start with?
1.5 to 2k.
Yeah, okay.
So your nature protection potion will eat the first one. And if you take one and you see your nature protection potion buff wear off, then you need to pop a new one mid-fight.
By the way, our group has spoken, Group 4, that we trade Blood Fate with Mogi, so that since Blood Fate don't have a mount, he doesn't have to run the entire group.
Sure. Yep. So swapping Faith New with Mojikia.
What marker did Warg have?
Cross.
Cross, okay. Lieran, what marker did you have?
Diamond.
And Hemi?
No, triangle, sorry, triangle.
Okay, good. I was like, why is Hemi got the diamond then? So obviously the skull will move around.
Yes, the skull moves. So Cheshire's group, so Crashu, Charmy, Coffee Cup Win, you just need to be aware of where we're supposed to be standing. Luke QT, I felt like you were very close to me during that fight. And I wasn't expecting you to be as close as you were.
Yeah, we need going to train with the square team.
Ovular, you are not in our group at all. You
Whose
should
group?
be close to Luke.
That's why I was surprised that Luke QT was so close to me.
Well,
That's the
Luke
point I
and
made.
I were standing in the right position. It was our placement as a blue square.
What I kind of want to see is the melee DPS. You need to know who's on your left side and who's on your right side. So on my left, I've got Willem. On my right, I've got Hemi. So I want to be in between them, and I want to keep that position as we're moving with the Dark Lair, so that when we finish, I still have Hemi on my left and the other one on my right. Do you want melee to understand that? You are the anchor.
Yeah.
You are what makes the entire raid work.
By the way, guys, no, but like an easy way to know where you need to be, just use the pillars as a way to know.
That might be easier for you than it is for others. Alright, so pop your nature protections right now as you land here.
It's a long old run. Maybe we should be summoning people who are still running. Is that going to save time? Is that going to cost us too many shards?
Yeah. If you have shards, that is.
Oh, I'm with full shard decks.
Good.
You can summon me then.
1, 2, 3 if
Actually-
you want to summon. Inside the instance.
Oh yeah, summon Faithless.
Okay, so speak individually in your groups. And make sure you all understand the position you have within your group, within your pentagon or your square, whatever you have.
But most people died at the pool, so
Obviously. It's
So-
gonna take a bit of practice just to get into the room. We've spoken about this many times.
Maybe we should have every group just like prepare for their setup. Like everybody go to a corner and do it.
Yeah, if you want to go practice, you can do that. Group 1, you can come with a star.
Okay, group 7 follow Lukati.
Wait for Boor. Boor is summoning.
Right.
Can we buff up before people start running?
Okay. So, I'm here. Lisana, you're on my back left, right? Back left. Madreas, are you here?
Yeah.
Okay. Madreas, come to the star. Okay, Madreas, stand here. On my star, stand here. And then Nimsh. Should be around here. And then slow around here, roughly. I think you got it slow.
Yeah.
Yep. And then I'll be here. Alright. Is everybody inside, ready, buffing up?
Nope.
Nope.
Bickius, come! Oh my god, dude! Come to the slope, dude. Come. To the slope, down.
Group 7 to the slope. We are training in positioning.
It shouldn't take you 10 minutes.
No,
But
it
he
will
was
take
getting
us-
summoned, dude.
Okay.
It will take a few seconds, but we need to do it.
Yeah. Slow, you inside, buddy?
Yeah, I'm now. Here now.
Good.
Okay, so if Bickius is here, I'm gonna be bottom left, so I'm here.
Nastasha bottom right.
Okay, Phantasma is top left, that's good.
I am top right. And
Phantasma, you need to be bottom right. Then. Oh, sorry, Nastasha.
Can you please
Nastasha's
mic
bottom
it
right.
so that I don't have to hear you doing
Yeah.
it? I'd want to try and communicate with my group whilst
Okay,
having
okay,
to
we're
listen to
good.
you guys.
Should be okay.
Right. We should be ready to pull very soon.
1 second.
Cafe Cup, you want to go in position?
I was thinking.
We're still sorting our group out, thank you.
Okay.
Like it's awkward for me to do the pull, and then when the groups are in place, I'm supposed to run in and then run past two groups.
That's just the way it is. You just got to hope you're not going to change
You don't have to move in there so far. You're a tank. You're not going to be doing anything in phase 1.
I suppose we could swap. So which group is the group that's nearest to the door?
No, I'll circumvent it. It's
Okay,
fine.
I don't think it's a problem. You're not too busy. So.
Okay, can we get in position to buff and then get going?
Yeah, please.
Okay, everyone get in range for paladin buffs.
Okay, so try not to link this time. Be very quick to get to your position and stop linking with other people. Again, you can take 1, you can take 2. As many as you want, as long as they don't link. That's the essence of it. I'm gonna pop a ready check when everybody's at full mana again.
There are some int buffs that need to go out. Right.
Stamina group 3. Remember Shadow Protection auras and Hunter Mark of the Nature Protection, whatever it's called. Aspect of the nature.
Closer. Come on to the stamina.
Here's the ready check. Group 3 still needs a stamina buff. Can somebody buff group 3?
Crush Lisana, do it, come on, what the fuck?
Sorry, we were talking in our group, sorry.
Warpath is not ready. You ready now, Mob?
Doesn't look like Shadow Protection and Shadow Resistance aura stacks.
No, they don't.
Okay.
But not all groups have paladins in them.
Okay, so we're ready to pull almost. Mount up. And Cafe Cup. You can go in 5.
Okay, stop. Not pulling. Crashu, do you have a marker that warns you when you're too close to people? You need to know if you're linking to. Okay, so you need to go to Discord, go to the add-ons channel in Discord, and you need to download the Cthulhu Warner app that is pinned in Discord in the add-ons channel. You have to do that right now. Install it, whatever it is, do all the things. Install it, relog out of our log back in, and get that working before we go any further.
Yeah,
Sorry, everyone else.
You need to log out. Can we put a healer in to sub him, or do you want to wait?
It's a minute to download it, right, and get it done. Obviously, it's annoying for everyone else.
We can't wait 10 minutes for him to install a fucking add-on.
No.
We can and we will. It's not 10 minutes. It's a minute.
Can't we, like, we're gonna wipe a couple of times at this anyway. Can't we have Crash log out and fix that?
Yes,
and
you can log
meanwhile
in during the fight.
Okay,
yeah.
well then, Crash, log out whilst you sort it out. We'll have an attempt whilst you're gone.
Maybe we can have Chillmore for this attempt then.
No, because then we're going to go through 15 minutes of summoning him to the front.
Crash, log out.
He's logged out.
Okay.
I'm ready to pull.
Okay. Okay, you give us the countdown and then we'll go in.
I'm reading it. 3, 2, 1, I.
Boom.
Kenny. Okay, spread out, get into positions. Make sure you spread, make sure you're not linking. Couple bit of linking there. Get some DPS going. There's I see claw tentacles up. The claw tentacles are priority before hitting the item kill down. More claw tentacles to kill.
There's gonna be a tentacle raid party and then a dark glare directly after that. So we've got
Make
about
sure you're not chaining.
5 seconds. Kill the claw.
More claws. We need melee on the claws.
Incoming. Dark glare.
Dark glare now. It's on the 9 o'clock section. So Natasha got your kill by it, and you need to be, whilst you're running around the circle, run nearer the centre of the circle. It's shorter distance to run. You need to be DPSing the eyes down as you go. Get the eyes down. Melee, you need to be on the eyes. Get to them, intercept, charge in. Eyes, get to the eyes. Don't worry about your position until the eyes are down. You've got 10 seconds before the dark glare ends. You've got plenty of time. Eyes still need to go down. And then you need to get the claws down as well. Now you need to be probably finding your position again. You should be some regular.
Right, it's over.
Trying to get multiple claws are up.
Chest
Now
shift.
eye tentacles are up. Gets onto the eye tentacles. Try to stay spread out. Don't link too much. Claw tentacles, eye tentacles.
Dark glare.
Dark glare is going to be starting sometime soon.
Start running.
No, don't start running yet. Just wait because you've got to choose a position. Okay, here comes the dark glare now. It's going to be. It's on Phantasma at the 9 o'clock position. No, you switched it around. So it's the other side of the room, the 3 o'clock position.
Use your interrupts on the eye
You need
tentacles.
to be killing eye tentacles as you go. They're super important to be focusing on. It's just too much raid damage.
The eye tentacles are interruptible, so you should use counter spells, kicks.
Stuns, anything you can use on an eye tentacle to stop from doing any damage. Yep. And I guess now's the time to release and start again. I think we've learned as much as we can from that.
Should we
So,
separate?
quickly,
like Madras?
can I just speak? Chess, you completely screwed me and 5 other people because you ran over me to try and regain your position whilst you were supposed to be on my right hand side.
Sorry, my bad.
So just don't panic when the beam's out. If anything, just make sure you don't link. That's all you gotta do. If you can.
So the first beam that hit us as we came into the room was targeted on Kenny, and Kenny didn't move from it. He kept on his path, and he took 10 of us down. So that's, I mean, so I think what we need to do is we need to. So if we make the plan that everyone runs in a straight line to the eye.
Can we do an interval? Like the furthest way move in, furthest group move in first, and the other one of 2 seconds. So instead of everyone running in.
It's another tactic to use, yeah. But the difference between that and this one is it takes a lot of time.
Yes,
Yeah,
and you should
getting
try
into the
and
room.
make your circle green as soon as possible, even before you hit your position. So you shouldn't stack up on people for no particular reason.
What do you mean?
We get it right. I mean, it's just
While you're moving to your position, try and keep your distance from other people.
No, that doesn't work out. It won't work out. It's complicated.
You have about 2 seconds before the beam is casted on you, and you get to mark the skull mark if
So
you're targeted.
if we make the plan that you run, everyone is running to the eye before they go to their position. Okay, so everyone, even if you're in group 1 and you don't actually have to do any moving at all, your plan is to run to the eye before you go to position. And the first person who gets targeted, that person runs at 90 degrees to everyone else. Then they'll be the only person running to a wall whilst everyone else is running to the eye, and that person will take their single eye beam. In that period of time, once you've hit the eye, you then move out to where you're supposed to be. And that should give us the extra 10 seconds we need. Because the first 2 eye beams are the dangerous ones. Does that sound like a reasonable plan to try?
Well, you can do that, but just to make it a bit more... Maybe we're not all going to get killed. Just have Group 2 stay a bit behind. Group 7 can all instantly stick to the wall and go to the hit spots. Same for Group 8.
Okay, so we can have
Cool. Thank you.
circle groups, group 2, square group, I don't know what that is. That was
7.
And group 8 triangle. You guys will be moving at the latest.
Yep.
Okay. And then groups 1 and 3 and 4 will be moving first, with 5 and 6. So we all move in together straight to the eye, whilst the 3 remaining groups will be just a tiny bit back.
Do we need to run all the way around?
How do you mean?
By the way, like
Yeah, in the shortcut.
the Scarum and Cthulhu is right on top of each other. Like we need to do the full run through the instance.
Yeah.
I think.
So I think the other way is closed. It's like a door.
Fantastic.
Yeah. I think you need to kill all bosses for that to open, right?
Yes.
Oh, also, I've noticed something. Maybe it's only my group or not, but for the claw tentacles, there should be all the casters switching to the closest one to you. As for the beam ones, melees should come back from Cthulhu to kill them.
Yes.
When the eye tentacle rape party starts, all the melees have to switch onto them straight away. Rogues need to be whatever it is, combo point, kidney shotting them. They need to be stunned as much as possible, counterspell, etc., etc. The normal flopping tentacles, the melee tentacles, people need to get on them straight away. Paladins can use whatever their hammer of stunningness is, etc., to reduce the damage. We're definitely too slow on switching to those things. They need to die first. Like killing tentacles comes before hitting the boss.
Yeah, and just
otherwise we just get behind and then you wipe.
Just
you just can't.
To clarify again, if you are a ranged DPS or a healer or a hunter, whatever, and a giant claw tentacles pops up right in your position, you get in there and you hit the shit out of it. Give it a fire blast, give it a fucking mongoose bite, whatever you can. Make sure it doesn't start teleporting around, because if it stays on you, then it's only 5 seconds, and then the fireballs and the shadow balls will hit, and it's gone.
I'll have the red on.
Healers can get in range. You can stun that shit. You can smite him, whatever.
They were not able to scatter shot.
Okay. No, it doesn't hit for anything. It hits for less than the mind flay from the small eye tentacles.
Like 300 per hit or something.
Yeah. It's nothing basically. I had a few spawn on me at melee range and I could cleave. It was wonderful. So, once again, the entire raid will be moving in one straight line directly to the eye, and when you reach the eye, that's when you spread out into your groups and take your position. If you get a marker on your head, a skull, that says you're going to take the eye beam, you move to either side, away from the line of people.
And you really have to be alert. Like, the only thing that's important as you're running into the room is knowing if you've got a skull on your head.
Just to clarify, when we have a swipe beam, whatever it's called, we can link with other people.
Yes.
Yes, when he's doing his dark glare, as it's called, you can link to other people. You can stand wherever you need to stand. Obviously, if you're running round, run to the shortest way around the circle is to get to the centre of the circle, and then run around whilst close to the eye. That's the shortest way around it. Also, you have to be aware that you need to be killing things as you go. Yeah, you need to be killing eye tentacles as you go. You need to be killing the claw tentacles as you go. That stuff still needs to die.
Yeah, of course. The only question was, can we be close to other people?
Yes, you can. Yeah, you can definitely be close to other people. Sorry, I wasn't saying that at you, Bor. I was just saying generically. That's what people need to be doing. They need to be casting their instant cast spells. If they're far enough ahead, they can stand still and take a couple of, whether it's a fireball or a smite or whatever it is you can do when you've got 3 seconds.
Oh, this run takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
Let's not wipe.
That's a plan.
So group 2, 7 and 8 run in a little bit behind.
Yeah.
Crashu, can you hear me?
He's logged out right now. He can't type response. Obviously, Crash, if you've got the add-on installed, you can log back in. We're ready for you.
Start buffing.
Melee will always focus on the small eyes first. No matter what you do, you focus on the small eyes.
No, Hemi, when the beam eyes are down, you switch back to Cthulhu.
Yeah, you can take multiple eyes out for a melee, but you can't. You don't really want to stand in a position where you're going to start making things link. Like obviously, if you can get to a claw because 3 people are dead and there's no one else that is, you're not going to link with someone. Please kill the claw, but you can't afford to create a huge linking problem.
Yeah, if you can reach it without being close to other people, you can hit the claw as well. Yeah. But if you can't, if it's just outside, don't risk it. Let the range take care of it. And range DPS, don't swap to the eyes, the melee will take care of it. You just keep on blasting the claw tentacles or Cthulhu.
Sorry, Trin, I disagree. I think the eye tentacles need to go down. Like if you see an eye tentacle alive, you need to get onto it and start killing it because you don't know that the melee are going to get there fast enough. Like you don't know how much DPS is going to hit it.
Okay,
the eye tentacles have to go down.
Sure. Why is Bishi's not here?
Crush, do you see the dot or not?
Faith Nu, do you guys need to summon?
Faith Nu doesn't have a mount, so we need to be summoning Faith Nu.
Okay.
And Bishi's is here now.
Crashu, do you see the dot now? Nice.
When it's red,
So it's pretty
Crashu,
simple.
you're linking. When it's green, you're okay. So make sure it's always green when we're in position, okay? There's Faith Nu. Very good.
It's not. Is it CTW? Yeah, it is.
CTW. Cthulhu, Warner.
Okay, everyone check your buffs. Paladin buffs look like they're out.
Can we
Feel
have
like
a
we're ready
marker
to-
on Vicious, please? A square?
Vicious needs a square. We can do that for Vicious. There we go.
Just one question: if dark glare happens, we run clockwise, right? And
It depends on the direction of the glare.
Yeah.
Like the glare, one time it'll go clockwise, next time it'll go anti-clockwise. So you need to get away from where it's starting, and obviously if it's coming at you, you need to just keep running away from it. Or if it's going the away from you, need to follow it round slowly because you do need to move 180 degrees because all the other groups move 180 degrees. Yeah, so you do need to follow it round.
Right, so remember groups 2, 7 and 8, that's circle, square and triangle. You fellas are going to be moving just a tiny bit late. Everybody else, stay right at the edge on the star and be ready to move.
Okay, I'm happy with the state of the buffs from the Paladins. Coffee Cup, you ready to go?
Yep.
Let's do it.
3, 2,
Stop FK, people.
1, eye.
Straight to the eye, straight to the eye. Black Seppa's got it.
Much better.
Okay.
2 claws.
Range on the claws.
2 claw tentacles, southwest. Ranges.
Who's still running around at this mount?
Boar, target the claw.
10 seconds to raid party. Five seconds. Melee in position.
The glare's out, so we should be moving. We should be starting to run. If you can't see the glare, that still means you need to run.
Sorry, Willem, you're too close to me. That's okay.
I'm killing the eye.
Okay.
Kill the tentacles while we run.
We don't have a square marker.
Triangle doesn't exist either.
You need to remark yourselves then.
Leon, can you remark yourself?
Nope.
Yeah.
Darklar ends.
Cobbler more to the left.
We got eyes.
Eyes.
Medi, you gotta be more careful.
Work on claws. If you see a claw, be working on it. Kenny, eye. Claws.
What's the circle doing?
There's a claw on me, not getting killed at all.
Five
Right,
sec,
it's
dark
really-
glare,
Harrington,
dark
it's
glare.
really hard to stand behind you when you're doing that.
Glare coming now. Get ready, but work out where it is. Get ready
Eyes.
to move. Other direction this time, so the other way.
So, Shesh, you want to be to the right of Willem as the glare finishes.
Focus the eye tentacles. Ten seconds till the eye end finishes.
Guys, you don't need to run. It's super slow.
Should be in your backwards
10
position.
people.
Should be in your original position when it finishes.
Kenny, not in the good position at all.
Should now be spaced out. Getting claws.
Eyes. Kick them, kick them.
Why we are losing markers all the time?
Because you get a skull every time you get a beam on you.
But why are we losing like square and stuff then?
Because they get the
beam
skull.
on them and they get a spell.
They get the skull when they get the beam on them. Dark glare in 5.
We take an R pot if needed.
Glare coming out now.
Yep.
Move. It's the 2 o'clock position.
Oh.
Tentacles.
Eyes.
Tentacles. Tentacles. Tentacles.
It's anti-clockwise. Oh, clockwise, guys.
I'm become the new moon.
Claws.
Harrington, can you remark yourself? What mark were you, Harrington?
It's okay, Heron's vicious on my left
Eyes
side.
ending. You need to be getting into the right position now. Ending in 5 seconds.
Will we throw combat reses?
Not yet. Not in this phase. Tentacle rape party.
Eyes looking on their beams.
Please don't do that, the clicking is extremely annoying.
Shesh, what mark are you?
He's skull.
I don't have one.
Skull. Trisha's skull.
Lyra needs a new green.
Looking for claws. Making sure you're getting the claws down.
Dark glare incoming.
Dark glare coming in the next couple of seconds.
There we go.
Get the
Start
tentacles.
moving. Start moving,
Tentacles
guys.
coming now. Good tentacles are coming. Get ready to go for tentacles.
It's anti-clockwise. Guys, run right. It's anti-clockwise.
Five seconds to the claw ends. To the glare ends. Get onto claws. Eye beams, eye beams, eye beams.
DPS, range DPS, switch to the claws.
Darkland 5.
Phantasma too close. Get to the left. Left. Never mind.
Darkman starting, get
Yep.
the run, 5 o'clock position.
We got Tentacle Rape Party in 5.
It's clockwise. Go to the left.
There's the Rape Party.
Tentacles.
If the eye turns red and he's staring right at you, you need to start running. Either way, left or right.
No shit.
I just saw Susanna getting
5
face
seconds.
smash.
Need to start looking, working out to get into your positions.
I've seen some people die from the first second of the eye beam. Yes, if it turns red and you're looking at you,
Looking
just start
for
running.
claws.
Double claw
Rape Party
melee.
in 5.
Gwendolyn, dude, watch behind you.
There's still an eye tentacle up.
Leo needs another mark. The diamond. I mean,
Dark beam starts to
Dark
move,
glare.
get ready. 10 seconds to the eye tentacles.
Clockwise. Oh, anti-clockwise actually.
No,
No, it's
clockwise.
close.
No, he turned 2 times.
Eye beam. Eyes, eyes, eyes.
eye is dead.
The eye's dead.
Everybody is stack
Okay,
north. Stack
back to the
north.
front, back to the door of the room. Back to the door of the room.
Stairs.
The way we came back in the stairs. There's going to be a big claw that comes. A big tentacle.
Stun it,
Need a
stun
tank
it.
on that now. Tank needs to get on it right away. Everyone else needs to be in the area now. And then come in for a close range. And once the tank's tanking it, keep the tank alive. And then we DPS this claw down.
Flicky.
It hits extremely hard, so we gotta kill it. We have a Giant Eye in 10 seconds, need to stun ready for that, as well as a Tentacle Rape Party. Melee, stick around, and then move to the back Hunters and Warriors.
Okay, so melee, try and go back to your original positions to pick up the eyes. And then everyone else get ready for the big eye tentacle. We've got to nuke that big eye tentacle down, lock it down, stun it. Warriors, get your stuff on CC on it. Giant eye tentacle needs to go down. Melee should be handling the small eye tentacles.
Should I stay inside and heal?
If there's someone in there that needs healing.
This eye tentacle needs to die now.
Yeah, the giant eye tentacle is going.
Another
Obviously,
giant
we've got too many people dead, right? So that's why it's gone slow, right? We just don't have DPS anymore. We've got 5 people alive. It's time to call it white.
But we get his first phase. That's really nice.
We've got through the first phase. That's good progress. Did we lose any people in that first 10 seconds?
Yes,
The giant eye
Stasha.
tentacle from stun, by the way.
So we lost one person in the first 10 seconds. Was it just one person?
The thing is,
Yeah.
Natasha wasn't running with us. She was running to the side instead of running directly to the boss.
Okay, but one person seems like a dramatic improvement over 10. So maybe the tactic with the running straight to the center and then splitting up, that's important. I feel like we've made good progress. Obviously, we then lost people. We then lost people in dribs and drabs as we went through that first phase, but we got through it. I think we've started to learn the pattern and the sort of camber of the fight. Obviously, we need to be focusing on getting onto the tentacles as quick as possible. Like they've just got to go down as fast as you can. Yeah. When that tentacle goes down, then you get a few shots on at the boss himself, and then you're doing the next set of tentacles that are near you. You've got to be constantly looking for a claw tentacle, and we need to start learning our positions in the room. I think.
Thank you, Trinity, for assisting all the.
You're welcome. All the melee DPS who have a marker on the head now have assist, so you can reapply it to yourself when you lose it.
Okay, Chesh, I don't think it's necessary for you to put the orbs back on you.
And
Thanks.
also, people, if you're out of position, do not run back to your spot. Just just make sure you do not link people. So
Yeah, there's plenty of space in the room towards the back. There's lots of space for you to be in.
Ovular,
Yes.
2 questions about this. First thing, when I watched videos of people doing the same strategy, after each beam, they were swiping positions.
Well, each dark glare.
Each dark, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, so the dark glare should have you.
Around.
No, you should only be doing 180 degrees each dark glare. You shouldn't be doing 360.
Yeah, right. But
180,
this means
180 is
all,
what you're trying to
all
do.
groups should go around the circle to the
Right.
position.
The opposite side of the circle.
Yeah.
So after 2 dark glares, you should be back where you started. So you only really need to know 2 halves of the room, the 2 positions. You don't need to know every single position.
Okay,
in the room,
but are
right?
we
You should
doing
go-
this
it's the 180 each time.
swap?
That's what you're doing, right? The I-beam comes out, you do a 180 degree sort of movement, and then you stop because the I-beam goes about 180 degrees.
Yeah, but I've seen people run all the way around back to their starting position.
Yeah, people are still learning how they're handling
No,
it. And
I'm
working
just asking
through it.
how
So,
it
yeah,
works.
yeah.
So there's there's one major part of this fight that we need to get right as the melee DPS. You need to know who's on your left and who's to your right, and you need to be in between those two. You cannot be just sprinting off when the dark glare comes and then suddenly you've completely fucked up the position. The range and the healers are depending on you to be the anchor. So I know on my left I have the moon and on my right I have the diamond. As we're moving with the dark glare, I'm gonna have a quick peek at those 2 people, and I can see them moving very slowly, like myself, unless obviously the dark glare starts on me. Don't panic, don't start sprinting off to the other part of the room. Move slow and steady and hit the boss as you're turning, or the tentacles even.
Tentacles. I prefer it if you're hitting the
Yeah,
tentacles.
tentacles,
I
obviously.
mean, like the incidental damage that they do to everybody is the thing that kills us, right? The I-beam that's there for 15 seconds doing whatever it is, 500 damage a shot. That's across 15 seconds. That's 5,000 damage that we just don't need to take in total.
Yeah.
That's the thing that kills us, is just the slowly as it wears us down.
Also, one thing, hold on. Skull group 5. You guys are way too close to us on group 7.
Really hard because you never the skull is never up, right? So we never exactly know where Chesh is.
But the thing is, you should be because at the start you should be like, according to the room, you should be like at a 90 degree on the left.
Yeah, we should be the 9 o'clock position and then the 3 o'clock position is what we're aiming for.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm aware of that. I think we're starting to work that out as we go around. Like, whilst I wasn't always in the right place that time, I certainly know I wasn't linking at any stage, and I think I'm close to your position, Luke, in general. And so when you have a giant tentacle on you, I'm getting into melee to take that tentacle off of you.
Yeah, okay.
And in the second group, we really need to chain stun the big eye and all range DPS swap to that and burn it down ASAP. It's going to do an I-beam similar to Cthulhu, and we can't be spread out in this phase. So if even one cast goes off, it's almost always a wipe.
It can be interrupted as well. Stunned and
We interrupted, stunned, everything on the big eye tentacles are the very CCable paladin hammer of justice, whatever it's called.
What's the cooldown on the hammer of justice?
30 seconds, 1 minute.
45. 1 minute.
30, 45, 60.
60 seconds unless you have a talented, and only the Shafar might have that.
Alright.
Oh, and also another last thing that I've noticed on the groups close to me, don't know if it's the same at the other place, but when you get the glare and you have a big skull, don't have the reflex of walking back. Like, I've seen many people, when they get the skull on their head, you see them starting to move backwards, but then you hit someone else behind you.
You're just gonna stand and take it.
Just stand still and just let people around you move away.
If you're not a melee,
Look at your great big blue. Look at your green blob on the screen and make sure that you're not green blobbing with people.
if you're not a melee, you should only move when the dark glare happens. Krishu does seem to be offline, yeah.
He was standing right inside the portal. Didn't move.
Krishu's crashed.
Tilmar's like, yeah. Oh, what a shame! Crashy's crashed. Oh, it's such a shame. I feel so bad for Crashy. Get me in, coach. Get me in. And his buddies Wartle's like, yeah. You should get Tilmore in. He's really great.
Oh. Shesh with the pun.
Can you mark targets when you're dead?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'll take your word on it.
Well, you can go on suicide, have a look for yourself.
Maybe I will.
What was that sound?
That was my I'm a weird dude laugh.
If you're at the front and you've gotten there already, it's time to summon Faith New because he doesn't have a mount. Glazer as well, apparently, might want to summon. You went at the stomach, Glazer. How was the stomach? Did you enjoy yourself?
The stomach was kind of weird. Me, Cafe Cop, Charmy, and Savonik, we got all down there. And when the fight ended, we were dead, but we were still alive. So we had to log out, log in again to play properly. So we are a bit behind.
Okay, we can do summons for the people who are a bit behind. So summon for Glazer if you have a Warlock here. Yes, we do. So Sanders here. So summon for Faith New, summon for Glazer. Anybody else?
Ollie, do you want to look at the officer chat, please?
It does appear that Crashy's disappeared. Crash, can you type something on? Oh, there he is back now. We'll need a summon for Crasher as well.
But if he's having DC issues, we should maybe try to...
It's quite possibly that's
Crasher, can you lighten us on what's happening? Are you just having a DC, or is your internet gone?
Or they just don't want to run?
Yeah, the strats, man.
High level strats.
Yeah, he's not even on Discord.
Start buffing, go.
Pop flask.
It's a bit late to pop a flask though, isn't it?
I meant a potion. Nature.
Yep. So, Melee, you all have an assist, so you can remark yourself when you lose it.
Sure.
So please make sure you do.
Charmy, you're close to Cthulhu, or you want to summon?
Yeah, I'm at the spiral stairs up.
Okay.
Harrington, are you here, buddy?
Harry, where are you?
Yeah, I'm almost there too. I'm just behind Charmy.
Oh, wow, you.
You bringing up Charmy's rear?
Just watching out for enemies.
Yeah, all range and casters and healers, you need to be very aware of your marker. If you're with the star group, move with the star. You gotta trust other people to move correctly.
If I may, just for the groups for 7 and 8, so square and triangle, you can see that when we come out of the stairs, there's the first pillars right to it, and you can actually move. If you stick to the wall, you can actually pass by the outside of the pillar, so you don't go and meet anyone. To get into your position super fast.
I'm popping a ready check.
I think Boris AFK.
Morb is not ready.
Oh, Boris on the bio.
Ollie's not ready.
Chess, you don't need to reapply the skull all the time because it'll get confusing because it's the I-beam skull. But if you do it just once, we've made a 180-degree rotation just to make sure that we're in approximately the right spot.
Okay.
Yeah, like every 10 seconds would just be too much. You'd never press any other button.
Shoot.
I'm concerned that Crash is not responding, which is why I said
always ready.
Crash Shoe's not ready. Shoop is not ready. Bor is not ready.
Okay, Crash, are you on Discord, Crash?
He is on Discord, yes.
Good, excellent. Okay, you're back with us. Is your computer okay? Good. Obviously, just stay in touch with us and let us know if you have any more issues. We have people that can replace you, etc., etc. Alright, so I'm ready. Anyone else is not ready?
If you were one of those people who had to log out to die, make sure you have reactivated your Katoon add-on.
We should pull.
I'm ready to pull.
Is Boar here?
Boar, you here?
Ball?
He's not mounted.
I ran
Just moved
straight to
fast.
the eye
For
again,
fuck's
right?
sake.
He just moved.
He's mounted now, he's mounted.
Okay.
Pulling in 3, 2, 1, I.
Stasha.
No deaths.
I'm coming, Star Group, don't worry.
Phantasma, could you move up a bit?
Raid party in
Tentacle
5
soon.
and Dark Lair.
Dark Bear at the 1 o'clock position, the midnight position. Going clockwise, I think.
Move with your marker.
Yeah, clockwise.
Willem, you need to move past
Guys,
me.
running way too fast.
You're too close to me, Trinity.
So you've got,
You gotta move,
you've got
buddy.
10 seconds, so we have 10 seconds. We are going 180 degrees in 10
Yeah,
seconds.
relax. Take your time, no pressure.
Frin, you're moving too fast.
Sorry.
Get tentacles.
It's massively.
Eyes are up.
Shesh, come DPS.
Okay.
I.
Claws.
Arrington has almost no space to.
Yeah, it's really tight.
Or
on the
needs to
other.
Shesh, you need to be more on the left to leave some space for Bickius.
Dark Lair
Leo, run it.
5, and straight after we get the raid party.
So get ready for the I-beam. It's coming on the 2 o'clock position again.
It's clockwise. Go to the left.
Sorry, reapply cross, whoever's got cross. Is it WAG?
We need more room around Star Moon Cross.
Phantasma, keep moving. It might come to you.
I-beam's ending. Get ready for more tentacles.
Okay. We go back to position.
I'm gonna get a raid party.
Because help with the tentacles.
Hemi, reapply your mark.
Claws.
Want a battle rush?
Nastasha, you're out
About 10
position.
seconds to the Dark Lair.
Way more to the left.
Dark Lair. Directly after we get the raid party.
Claws. So it's 5 o'clock the tentacles and 7 o'clock the tentacle.
It's the other way.
It's going anti-clockwise this time. Get on the eyes.
Willem, on my left. Yeah. Skull move. Skull move. That's good.
Got 10 seconds before the eye ends, the bleam ends.
Holy shit, more 5.
Raid party in 5.
Lots of claws around that midnight position. You've got to get all those claws down.
Raid party. Dark Land 5. Incoming.
So it's 7 o'clock again.
Counterclockwise.
High beams are up, get him down. Shesh needs to start moving.
There's plenty of room, Triangle, you can move.
No, but Cross need to be there.
Diamond, you can move left. Cross, you can move right. That's good. There's plenty of room.
Holy.
Tentacles.
Claws, eyes.
Guys, stop linking.
Not Dark Bear coming soon. It comes now. 4 o'clock position, 5 o'clock position.
I party soon.
Counterclockwise.
Shit.
Get it down before the Dark Glare ends.
To the door.
It's done.
Back to the door, get ready for the giant talk. But we got to get these other claw tentacles down. Then get ready for the giant one to come.
Stun it ASAP.
So we stand around by the door for the giant claw tentacle that's just arrived. We've got to get that down, get it stunned.
Stun it, stun it, stun it. Paladins.
Scorches.
We're gonna get small eyes in 15 seconds.
It's down. Good. Well done.
5 seconds. Giant eye first. Stick around. Don't run. Don't run. Now you go. Melee warriors in the back. Trend out.
Just start running.
Yeah.
Because we've got tentacle rate triangle party happening any second now. We need to kill the tentacles. There's a giant tentacle that needs to be tanked. That's obviously I'd imagine we've got no tanks left. We've only got 5 people left now, so it's time to wipe
Just to
them up.
quickly recap, in the phase, second phase, when we get the big dude, directly after we'll get the small dudes, the small tentacles. Rogues, you'll start in the front. Warriors, in the back with the hunters. So rogues get in there, kick hit, warriors, intercept to the back, keep rage for it. You should have intercept for each and every one of the tentacle rape parties. And we need to stick around to the front of this room. Like just before the black puddle.
So the plan is in that phase 2 is we come to the front of the room, the big claw comes out, coffee cup gets, or whoever the tank is gets on it, we tank it, we burst it down. Before the rape party starts, the melee are going to run back to their starting positions so they can get on those eye tentacles in the rape party. The ranged are going to stay approximately in the front half of the room and be ready to get on the big fuck off eye. That's
If you're alive in the stomach, you need to log out and log back in.
Yeah, but I got outside of the stomach, so I'm dead outside of the cocoon.
You need to relog anyway.
So if I understand it correctly, we're going to stay at the stair position after it dies and wait for the other one while trying to make sure that we aren't linking.
Yeah. So what you want to do is we kill the big tentacle, the big claw tentacle. Then you want to spread out a bit, but still be in that front half of the room to minimize spread, but also to help give you the ability to get straight onto the small eye tentacles that can pop up. Yeah, because the melee can't solo those guys. They'll take a whilst them solo. So you want to be in, so you can help out, spread out. There's no need to be standing on top of yourself. Once the big claw is down, you don't need to be stacked. Yeah, and then when the big eye comes out, you've got to get everything you've got in the world on the eye as quick as possible. I mean, there is the chance that the eye could spawn on one of the melee who's gone the far side. It's obviously a low chance.
The melee will stick around until the big dude spawns. The small eyes should be dead before the next one spawns. The idea is that everybody sticks around the front of the room. Big dude spawns, melee runs out, deal with the small guys, and run back in.
Okay.
The range.
No, they're supposed to be able to do the entire rounds.
We have hunters helping us. 4 hunters should be up front at the black puddle with the melee.
Okay.
Don't forget.
Like if we go into phase 2 with all our people alive, then the DPS requirement to kill the giant tentacles and all this stuff is so much easier.
Yeah.
Obviously, in the second half of that first phase, we lost 10 people, 12 people. Like, I don't really know why people were getting themselves killed or how they were dying.
I mean, melee are still fussing about.
Mostly.
The melee are still, from what I can tell, melee are still panicking when the dark glare happens.
But when the dark glare happens, you've got whatever it is, 30 seconds or 25 seconds, however long it takes to do its 180 degrees, to move 180 degrees. If you want to move 70 degrees in the first 2 seconds and then spend 20 seconds doing the next 100, that's okay. You don't need to put your pants. There's no chaining in that time. You want to be killing claws and making sure that it's easy for everyone else to move so they're not getting mind flayed. Right? That's the bad times. So you guys want to be, you can move and shoot and all that sort of stuff. And as long as you get to the correct spot at the end, it's okay. Like, there's plenty of time. Obviously, you don't need to sprint off like a lunatic. Don't waste your sprints. But just, be useful and helpful. Make sure you know where you're ending up.
As Shiv's just said, if you do happen to miss your position and you can't reach your melee marker, just stand by a wall, stand anywhere where you won't link, basically. And then you can find your marker again during the next dark glare. And if I haven't already said it, you can pop your 5-minute cooldowns in the first phase.
To be fair, you can run by the wall and not get into range of anyone.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, in that last attempt, I got punted all the way to the wall, so I had to shimmy across the roll, across the entire room.
Or did just wait for the next dark glare.
You guys should take your nature prot pots already.
And again, healers, if you get inside the stomach, you can stay there for a few sec, quickly toss everybody a heal and then jump out again. You don't want to stay in there for too long.
Shouldn't we wait for the next healer?
Yeah. You can stay as a healer for maybe more than 10 or 15 seconds, easy.
Okay.
I'm quite far behind because of the whole reload not dying thing. Can I get a summon?
Yes, we'll give you some when we get there. People are still running. Most people are. So
Oh,
Should I go to the NPC and get my staff now?
you do whatever you want to do, Slow. Just get here soon.
You do you.
Yeah,
But
disposable
isn't it
slow.
worse than what you have without spell power enchant?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Slightly.
You should get it after raid.
Talma
Yeah,
is saying
I'll do
Cthulhu
that.
needs to be dead before you can deliver the quest.
That's not
Okay.
true.
No, that's
No, the
this-
staff, the first staff, you can do it at the entry.
No.
No, actually, you can do it in the room, right?
Yeah, you do it by Cthulhu. It's just that.
Yeah,
you,
exactly.
Like. I can probably hand it in now. It's just. Yeah, it won't be good until I've enchanted it.
We had a number of these stuffs in my guild in retail, and we didn't kill Satoon, so
Right. But you did kill twin imps.
Yep.
Yeah.
It would be really lame to not be able to use loot from Twin Emperors until you've killed Cthulhu.
Seems kind of stupid, yes.
That would be a design flaw.
That would mean you would have to farm Vasidius on half your casters before you could do Cthulhu if you lack the DPS. Now, we don't lack the DPS, so it's not a problem for us.
Mages-
Jamie, you're going to Oro. Turn back.
Mages, what's the
Oh,
cooldown on
perfect.
combustion?
3 minutes.
So you should be popping that once or twice during phase 1.
Yes.
Good.
I haven't been doing it up until now because.
Guys, don't stay too close to the Cthulhu beam thing, like, there's no point.
We have enough flasks for 2 more attempts.
We can do 2 to 3 attempts, I think.
I have 45 minutes on my flask.
That should be.
And
Mhm,
honestly,
well, we'll go to the
nature
end of
protection
the
potions
video.
are not an issue. I have a hunter parked outside with 100 of them. So don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's not the problem of the attempt, it's a running back time. Takes.
Yes, that's the thing. It's just a time suck.
We could actually bring few warlocks here, just for summons,
Well, I just don't know where they're going to summon from.
from the entrance.
But we res at the entrance, and then we have to run through.
No. Put few here to go to log out. during the-
No, it's too much aggravation. Organising you
It's gonna
people who are
summon
not going to
on
log
Faith,
out
summon
successfully is a
on
joke.
And fantastic.
Madras is here now, so Faith and Phantasma need summons, yeah. Maybe Chesh.
Yes.
I'm almost there.
Okay.
Poor old Faith now, slowly waddling along, taking in the scenery. Oh, look, there's a room over there. What's in there?
So, to quickly recap, don't panic ever. Look for a marker. If you can get to it, great. If you can't, don't stress. Find somewhere safe and wait.
Didn't you just summon Fate now?
Yeah, do we summon Faith now?
Nope.
And
still
Shush
not yet, no.
too.
I'm just coming up the slope. I'm almost there. So don't
Go on, Warlocks. You summon Phantasma. Now, surely that should lead to a summon of
Phantasma is
Faith.
here.
Now, can it chain to Hunter Pets? I thought it could chain to Hunter Pets, the Eye Beam.
I've seen some pet directly beside me for most attempts, and I don't believe it chained.
No, it didn't.
Okay,
That's
pets
the-
are out.
Chain.
Putting Growl on to scare off the tentacles.
Chess, you coming, buddy?
Yeah, I'm just there.
Alright.
There he is.
Faith
We're missing Faith now.
You just summoned him, surely. I
We
felt
just
like I-
summoned him. Yeah.
There we go. Good stuff.
Can I get the intellect buff?
More
Madras,
brains.
yeah.
More brains in Group 1. Slow.
Group 1 has it.
Madras doesn't.
Ah.
He was late arriving, I guess.
Everybody has the nature prod pods.
Okay, we all ready?
I think so.
Coffee up, how ready do you feel? Everyone's mounted up, ready to go? Let's bring it.
3, 2, 1, pulling.
Boom!
And
36,000. That was on Coffee Cup, I think.
Holy
No,
hell.
Holy.
it wasn't.
Okay.
Go on, keep going, we'll go as we are.
Should we just wipe it fast?
yeah.
I think
Like
you can
run outside or something?
You can
And
run out
learn
the room.
nothing while paying a bunch in consumes.
Yeah, but
I think we can.
we have,
Let's
like,
go. Let's just go for a while, just to make sure that people. We'll do 2 eye beams to make eye glares, and then to make sure that people are ready and alert. Where melee just chain to each other.
Stasha to close.
Claws in the back, lots of claws. Eye beam. Anti-clockwise eye. Lots of claws are up. We need to get all these claws down.
Eye beams. I mean tentacles and shit.
You can start running, by the way.
Yeah, it was a mess.
Charging like this is a really bad idea.
Let's wipe it. Everyone stack on triangle.
Yeah, I did that.
Stack on triangle.
Yes, let's get the one shot. Go, go, go. Ree!
So what happened that time, Coffee Cup?
Holy Slam got a one shot.
How do you mean? Like,
Well,
I don't know. Did I
Coffee
cheat on
Cup did
someone?
I don't know. Like I read a message on my screen that said I beam on Coffee Cup, and then 5 seconds later or something like that, everyone's dead.
No,
I don't
Coffee
know.
Cup did great.
Like, I was in the back of the room, so...
Yeah, you know, you didn't do anything wrong. It's the
Mhm.
next beam that one-shotted everybody.
So who was it then?
Holy.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a curse of the Instagram?
That because we split up, so it was max unlucky.
Like, people, you need to be aware that the second beam is obviously going to be inside the raid group since everybody's moving together, so you need to be, like, on point to move away.
We should probably repair bot.
Already?
I'm at 6%.
I'm joking.
It's half an hour until the raid ends, so we could probably use one.
Yeah, we can do 2 tries now. It's cool.
Only going to need 1, surely.
Obviously, this is it.
So I
This
see
one
I
is
see
gonna-
people splitting off into the raids before they reach the black puddle, like not going in a straight line. You need to go in a very nice straight line until you reach the puddle. Then you can circle around and reach your positions.
Try me, Fleeky.
Actually, I'm not gonna race.
So we
Like, it's just people taking the time to enchant their gloves with riding speed rather than something useful.
Riding speed is OP, dude.
Especially when you're slow.
Especially
Kenny with the carrot stick. Cheater!
I disabled that because we're mounting for the beginning of the fight, so I want my mind quickening gem for the fight.
If you have an add-on that shows the cast bar of your target, like many people do. You can target Cthulhu, and when he starts casting on Kafir, that's when you move. You can see the cast bar start moving.
So if you use Outfitter, you can change when you're mounted.
I know, but I've disabled it for AQ. Because...
Oh, I think we need the warriors to Sundarama Cthulhu. I think that's a good idea. Get some more deeps in there. So for all the warriors, just do a Sundarama each every once in a while. Should be good.
Yeah.
Though I don't think that we have a problem with the DPS.
No, it's just been maxing. Yeah, it's not the issue that will make or break this fight. It's just a bit extra.
Shorten the phase 1, minimize the time for something to go wrong.
That's why it's so important that everybody pops DPS cooldowns in phase 1. You gotta burn it down as quick as possible.
Yeah.
Because if we enter phase 2 with the entire raid alive, it will drastically improve our chances in phase 2.
We should try to get 5 Sunders up on the boss before the burn phase as well.
No, definitely, when we come to the burn phase, we want everything going on. Thunders, triple nightfall, all the business.
Curse of recklessness, even.
Hype?
Nerdgasm right there. The 3k numbers.
Curse of recklessness can just be put on any minute on the boss because it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
In phase 2.
You did not hear Seal of the Crusader.
No Seal of the Crusader, no silly shit.
Please don't.
The warlocks that have Nightfall spec can pop a corruption, but that's it.
I don't think Cthulhu is a pussy. He won't flee.
He will flee and take all his loot with him.
Atashi just wants to put something on him.
How many attempts can we get before the raid ends? If we are
3.
2, 3, maybe.
In 3 minutes, 2, most likely. Like 2 good attempts, maybe.
What we really need for people to focus a bit more whilst we're doing this corpse run bit. You know, the AFKing and the dicking around, the failing to summon Faithnu. Like, you'll know Faithnu's going to need a summon. If you were there and you're a warlock already, you should have summoned him by now. You don't need me to tell you to summon him. Those sorts of things. Like, you know, that's the sort of shit that slows us right down. People waiting for us to be told what to do, which when it's blindingly obvious.
How long we have till the reset of the instance? 2 days?
Wednesday.
It resets every week, so yeah.
Yeah, so basically we can squish another try.
We're not going to get another raid night now. We raid two nights a week. I don't believe that in the notice we have we'll be able to get 40 people to come together.
Yeah, but I just really want some loot from this boss. So
Come on, everybody no does one it. Ever.
Another try. We're killing him right now, right?
Yeah, why not? Let's give it a bit.
Is it just me or Zavo is offline?
He's dead.
Oh, okay.
Lol.
It appears offline on mine.
Dead on mine.
Why you no run, lol?
Slacker. Because Itun just said you're weak.
He's correct. Kidding. He keeps sending us motivational quotes.
I miss Jog Saron's start speech.
Like I'm standing here, I see Nymph, I see Glazer, I see Boar. Now the summoning portal comes up.
They need a bit of naming and shaming.
Oh yeah.
Nature protection, everyone.
All the stamina you can put on.
Let's make a really good attempt. Super focus. Laser beam focused.
Straight to the eye, then you spread out. If you get the marker, if it targets you, fuck off.
Sounds legit.
How many seconds do you have before after you get the skull?
2. Enough for you mounted up to fuck off. Like legit,
Yeah,
just
you
go
don't have
left
to be
or
8
right
yards,
or
right? You don't have to be 8 yards. So whilst you're mounted, you could probably, in 2 seconds you can get 30 yards or something.
Let's get a repair bot.
Good idea.
Who bought a repair bot with them?
Make sure you put it far back so it doesn't pull Cthulhu.
Did anyone bring a repair bot?
Yes, I have one.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Say.
Where is it?
Yeah.
In
That
the corner.
happened once.
He's in the corner.
Oh, right.
11 gold. Hooray.
3 gold.
18 gold.
3?
Yeah.
350.
Alright. We're gonna focus up
Bloodline.
now. We're gonna get 2, 1 really good attempt, and we're gonna spank this boss so hard. So let's do this. You all know what to do. Don't panic. And let's get this done.
Can we panic just a little?
Hold on. Drinking.
Yeah, it's cool. Coffee cup, you ready?
Yep.
Alright.
Wait, 1 second. 1 second.
I know.
Yeah, the people without mana.
I'm just asking if he is ready. I know Phantasma and Lucas need a bit more mana.
I'm good to go.
Alright.
Mat up.
Get full HP. I see 3 people not full HP. Ball, Black Sabbath, Phantasma. Okay. We're pulling 5 sec, Kafka, go.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, pull in. Next one is gonna be on one of you guys.
That's it?
That's it.
Much better.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Sunders.
Claws.
Do a bit of combustion, I think.
Claws. Tentacle rate party 8 seconds.
And Dark Glare.
Dark glare coming. 4 o'clock through 6 o'clock position.
Arisfina, maybe you can take over the nipple mark.
Diamond needs to move. Chess, you mark yourself.
I can't. I don't have assist.
Now you do.
Thanks.
7 seconds on IB. Tentacles.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Get the claws.
Dark Glare in 5. There we go. rape
It's a
party.
4 o'clock rape party.
It's clockwise, turn left.
Oh, punted. Dark Larens, 5. Get the rape party in 5 seconds.
Claws, eyes.
Boy!
Yeah, I didn't.
Guys, don't use. Never mind.
Start running.
Crash you, move, crash you. This is not your spot.
Actually, should be over at the 9 o'clock position with Ovula. I'm like the only person in half of the room. Of Cheshire myself. Half the room is empty.
On the other side.
He's locked in over there now, but the 9 o'clock position is where he should be. I-beam's coming now. Looks like it's a 3 o'clock I-beam. Tentacles.
I think we can call this one a wipe. So, maybe stack up and die?
Yeah, I guess stack up and die. We're not learning anything new here. I don't really understand
The
what's
problem
killing
maybe
people.
is like a bit the melee have to go out of position all the time with killing the tentacles, which
It's not
is
an issue.
No,
Just-
it's because that makes it a bit difficult for the positioning. But yeah.
The way
What
that
happened on the Dark Glare? We lost like 6 people.
Yeah, the way that I see the biggest problem is when the dark glare happens. Too many people are, I guess, running in panic and they're stacking on each other. And when the I-beam happens, like 2 or 3 of us dies.
But there's no I-beams during the dark lair. This is the bit I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the dark glare, you know, everyone is running too fast and they are not in their positions at the end of it.
Oh, wow. Tentacles at the entrance. Don't enter. Stop entering.
Whoa, yeah.
Crap.
Oh, it got me disconnected, man.
They're gone. You can enter.
He's still doing dark glare, so.
Yeah, at the end of the dark glare, everyone should be at their positions.
Is somebody like not dead or tried to
there's still
feign?
people alive.
You know what? In order to make the traffic a bit better, maybe. Should we go in
He
or
reset.
not?
He's reset.
Yeah, we can go in.
So we can enter.
Maybe to make the traffic a bit better, maybe we can have like, depending on if you're back or in front of your group, maybe you should stay there to move around during the dark glare.
Yeah.
So not everybody is stacking on the same line.
Nibs, it doesn't really matter if your group they're going to move. Everyone's going to move 180 degrees. So if the I-beam's coming round and the people closest to your left hasn't moved yet, just move, because they're going to move around to their position. Like in the first 5-10 seconds of the dark glare, just get out of the way of the beam and start getting towards your position. And then once hopefully your melee will not run around like a mad person, and will sort of move over to their actual final position, and then we can all arrange around them. Like, obviously it gets very difficult when all the melee cross over and run up and down and things, but as long as the melee move in a sort of sensible fashion, then yeah, we can all arrange. But at the beginning of the dark layer, just be safe. Just get to the sort of far side of the beam and in a position where you're not dying. And obviously, you have to deal with those things that cast mindful at us as well. That's also quite, obviously having to do it at the same time is a bit painful, but because those things do kill us.
We all knew going into this that this is the hardest boss in current content. This is literally the hardest challenge we can have currently, so it's gonna take time to get through it. So
Get done, hardest boss, bro.
Well, seeing as it took us, full raid to go past Scarum, so we're doing fine.
No, but like, oh yeah. Also, don't
We're
wait.
already figuring shit out. Like this is we're learning this boss, and it will take time.
Well, we are doing progress
Yeah.
as we can get to phase 2.
It's not like we're still
Also-
unable to enter the room. We are actually learning the fight. It's gonna take time.
We've entered the room successfully, properly, a couple of times
Three
now.
times, I think.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
Uh,
how many tries it took us to get Nefarian down?
It doesn't matter. Let's not talk about Nefarian now. That's not interesting. Luke wants to talk about the fight. Let Lucas say what he wants to talk about that's relevant to the fight right now.
Yeah, just one little thing. When the dark glare happens, usually Cthulhu is going to face one place, and he's not going to move again. So if you're in a group very close to that exact spot where he's going to cast it, because you can prevent it like 10 seconds before he actually does the glare, start moving already. Like I've seen a lot of people waiting very close to the glare, and then what happens is that either you're going to get killed, or you're going to get slowed and killed, or you're going to get bumped by a claw and get killed. So if you see that he's already targeting very close to you, just run. Start running, start moving, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, because
But don't stay too close.
Is keep yourself alive. Like, that's your top priority. Is survival, and one of the key things to survival is not to be close to the big red beam. So yeah, you can be 90 degrees away from it when it spawns every single time.
Melee, when you come out to kill an eye tentacle, do you feel like you're creating linking?
Yes.
Nope, absolutely not.
There's a few
Yeah,
range that
I heard
stands.
some yes and I heard some no's.
In my position in the back at the star marker, there's a few range that are just a tiny bit close, but it's not an issue.
Okay, so it's a little bit of an issue. Obviously, that nearer the centre of the room is a lot tighter space than near the edge of the room. Certainly, where I'm at the back of my little pentagon, I can take 5 spaces back. I mean, I know I've got lots of room, so if the guy who's standing at the front of my pentagon needs some more space so he can give his melee a bit more space, take a couple of steps back, let the guys behind you take another couple of steps back. Or pretty much wherever you are in the room, you can always reach the boss to shoot him or reach a tentacle or whatever it is. So we don't need to be cramping the middle. If you're ranged, you don't need to be casting fireballs at 3 inches away from its face. You can back off. Make sure we want to keep the melee place so that they don't have to panic and then wipe us because they're panicking.
I do have one issue as a melee though, if I can take it up.
Bring up your issue.
Several times I feel like I'm standing close to Harrington and Wog, and several times I feel like we're way too close. Instead of not moving at all and just waiting, can we move back just a few steps so we get a few more spaces to move?
Definitely. Yes, obviously the smaller circle is when you've got your nose touching the boss. If you can have melee range 3 squares, 3 yards back, that will give you extra space around each other because the radius of the circle's got larger. Yes, nice simple geometry.
I want to ask a question. The eye tentacles, do you need to stand somewhere specifically to DPS them? Because I find sometimes hard to hit them.
It's very hard to target them with the sort of click targeting. They're hard to target.
You need to tap target them.
But
That's not my issue. It's like their hitbox is bugged for me.
Yeah.
Personally, I've not found that myself. Obviously, being arranged. So I don't know.
No, me neither.
I don't know.
Guess what, boys? Cthulhu kills takes 10 minutes. We have 15 minutes, so you know what's up.
2 more tries.
2 more. Kill him twice. Is what I don't understand.
Why not?
He doesn't respawn that fast, but I mean, if he did, we should
We can start Plague Wing in next.
Of course, since it's out and all.
Well, yeah. Delete a few files here and there.
That's not how it works.
I see Boar, I see Glacier, I see Gnimsh, I don't see Phantasma.
Phantasma is your...
Sorry, not Phantasma, I don't see Faith New.
He's getting a summon now.
Obviously, I'm
You
clicking on
can
the
read in
summon.
you can read in the raid chat.
Are we in Oro's room? Of course not.
Yeah.
How do
I'm
you
not
go
gonna-
wrong every single fucking time? Like,
Not every time, just half the
well,
times.
some of them go wrong every time.
I'm not gonna follow slow anymore.
Don't do that.
We're
Never.
lucky.
Just follow your
that
heart.
we didn't put
Like, it's in the name. If you want to get there fast, don't follow me.
Guys, if you far away, do 1, 2, 3, we will summon you. We don't have much time left.
We were next to our room, so we're not far away.
Okay, it's your judgment, guys. But
I know I might be going out on a bit of a limb. Maybe you can ask your friendly Warlock for a major health stone. You might find that the extra 1500 health comes in handy. Doesn't cost you a mana potion cooldown.
But it does cost you.
Have the groups come on.
Still, the Max just arrived. Backups are all here. Let's send out the buffs. Put out the Paladin buffs. Let's get our mana back. Let's get ready to go.
Thank you, whoever gave me strength. Doesn't really stack with my giants, but thank you.
Yeah, good one too.
Hopefully everyone's got their buffs. Or maybe you should probably drink up so you know you don't have 0 mana after the fight.
I'm drinking, but I had to craft few hellstones. So.
Good.
Let me just get some food buffs and shit, and I'll be ready. Should take me about 5 seconds.
Let's do this, boys.
Fuck you.
Shoof and Cyphrix, you're right.
Yep.
Slow, you ready to go?
Cyphrix.
Yeah.
Good.
Let's do this. Coffee.
Everyone ready?
On you.
Yeah.
Just a second, I think who needs a bit more mana.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna left up. If I'm gonna survive.
Go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go.
Let's go, boys.
What?
Gwendolyn. Shoof.
You popping conversion slow?
Yeah, I am now.
Dark Glare in 6 seconds. And then, not long after, we'll get the Centigrade Party. Dark Glare, there we go.
Okay, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock.
Stasha, stop moving. Don't need to move. Now we go right. Go.
Right.
Can we get Curse of Recklessness?
Should we have everybody go out at the entry so we can res? Like have a soul stone so we can have a last attempt?
Can't
I'll vote for that.
So we all run out?
It doesn't work, I think that's why it worked before.
Yeah, but we can die there.
Like divine intervention should work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Don't run out of the room, stay here at the staircase. Up on the top, yeah?
No, you have to run out. As soon as he sees you in line of sight, you're dead.
Okay.
Hook me up, Kenny.
We have healer outside.
Yes. DI,
It
DI.
doesn't work. So
Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. We'll
it
try.
doesn't work.
But if we have a soul stone, we can do it.
Ooh, got a body floater.
I need a healer to soulstone.
Just
I
die.
got
I think
DI.
it's SDI.
Did we just waste our last try?
No.
We may have.
We lost.
Well, it
we
was
lost
a
7 people on the first beam.
Yeah, it was a dead try.
I was just joking. Just to, yeah.
Oh fuck, my body is drifting.
Hold on. Hold on, maybe it worked out.
Wait,
We'll see.
What
it's
are you
not.
talking about?
Ah,
It's
shit.
not going.
Tentacles are still spawning.
Okay,
and
wait,
shit.
because Kenny might have a soul stone.
I have soulstone. And I'm in safety. If the tentacles despawn.
Maybe it's Charmy. Charmy's DI'd.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all
I'm
the
dead.
eyes. We have soulstone.
The eye
But
doesn't
Charmy, you
work.
need to take off. Yeah.
Right, Charmy. Nice try.
We go.
Okay, Kenny can now
I think
wait,
so.
wait.
Wait.
come out.
Wait.
I can't see Cthulhu from here, so
Yeah, I can see him his reset, I think. It looks like it.
I'll try
Go
to
on,
soulstone.
go on, soulstone.
Hey, Lamau, you know what's up?
So the eye doesn't work, but soulstone, yes.
Yeah.
So if you're dead inside the room, deep inside the room, you should be corpse running so that we can then start to summon you back. Do we have any warlocks that are in the safe positions? Glazer's here somewhere. Yep, so if we raise Glazer,
Yeah,
we'll be able to
maybe
summon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cthulhu whispers, death is close. ...
Damn right it is.
It was.
I'm dead at the moment, so death is very close.
We got one more attempt. Let's make it count. Who got the beam that killed?
I believe it was Nimch.
I don't think it was Nimsh, it was my side.
Yeah, Charmy and Holy Slam don't release.
It was
teleport
group 4, no?
Yeah, it was
Nope.
group 4 that died.
Yep.
I'm not sure if they got the beam though.
We weren't the ones with a beam, but we died, yes.
Classic.
At least we get to know the directions of this raid. We know where Uru is. We've all visited that room. No
That's
Call
secrets.
that progress.
Progress of a kind.
Yeah, exactly.
Shut up, Nim. She's not Muru.
Watch out when you cross, yeah.
Gnims, I didn't get the summon.
Okay, so for the last try, boys, come on. Don't get hit by the chain. Just be super aware, and when you see the skull, you run.
Yeah, I think you can even roll with just normal awareness.
True. Super
So-
instinct.
Save the super aware for later.
Or
It's just
transformation.
1v1 you versus Cthulhu.
No matter what, even if he doesn't die, we've got some good progress on him. Some more stuff to work on next week.
This version of Cthulhu is after nerf, right?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
It was mathematically
Pre-nerf
impossible.
goes yeah, exactly. But it would be fun to try them this way.
Right, so chess will go in without a skull marker.
Yeah, that's being a real nightmare.
Chess will get a skull marker when he's inside. When everyone is inside. What's different when he was impossible? It was about the HP of the tentacles.
Also, it spawned the tentacles inside vaults that you couldn't attack.
Yeah.
If we go fast enough, we should still have the flask. So let's buff.
And Spirit of Zen.
My flask's
Some of
down.
us.
6 minutes hype.
Yeah, we can go a bit more over array time.
There's
Just
two
to
people
finish
summoning
with
the same person.
Good that we've arranged this so one person is missing in each group, so we can't start buff.
Summon Shush.
When the warrior is missing from your group and you're buffing int. Pretty good life.
Well, yeah, so is this with characters that don't cast 3 buffs. Get an easy life.
Mm-hmm. Well, it costs 3.4k mana to cost, so.
Yeah, Slaver's Fortitude.
Shit.
But then we've got 2 more as well.
Oh. Remind me to never roll a priest.
That's the only class I never played.
At least it uses all the same consumables for cast, right? The same reagent. Can you imagine if all the reagents were different?
Yeah, that'd be a nightmare, wouldn't it?
Oh, look, I've forgotten to bring the stack of whatever it is that intelligence after.
The stack of spirit, forgot that one. Like, yeah, that would be terrible.
So do we have Tasselbaum, Harrington, Avsvina?
Why aren't these people asking for summons? I don't understand this. Why aren't they just receiving summons?
Has Avsvina here?
Go on, summon the people missing.
Svina's not here.
Tutul.
Coffee Cup is here. Tutelbomb doesn't appear to be here.
And the flask's off.
My flask's got another 8 minutes.
3 minutes.
Rip.
That means you popped it too late.
I popped it at 9.
Too early.
Yeah, me too.
I think it wasn't necessary to pop the first flask to the first wall.
Someone
For the trash.
Thank you.
Oh, okay, she's here.
There we go.
Popping flask for trash is 2018 style.
Okay, boys.
This is it.
This is the kill.
Let's do this.
That's a fucking goal.
Speak out now if you need a few more seconds to get ready.
Let's do this.
Arisfina needs 10 seconds to get food buff, I imagine.
Okay.
Hold on, I had to buff for last week.
Alright. Lucas, when you're full mana, we'll go. Pay attention. Look for the skull. It's not currently up. It will be placed on the next person to receive a beam.
Cafe, you can do it.
Okay, countdown. 3, 2, 1, pulling. Truth. Harrington.
Popped combustion. You can go Sabbath.
Darkland 5, followed by a tentacle rape party.
Next
Group
combustion.
7, kill the tentacle.
Got it.
Hemi, mark yourself. You gotta watch that. Hemi, you need to move, buddy. There's a tentacle up. Nobody's getting it.
fucking me up. Jeez, thanks.
10 seconds to the end of the I-beam.
Remark yourself if you're melee.
Harrington.
We need to move a bit more. Moon, move.
Just stop here, Blue. You're good, Nastasha. Don't move now.
Well, goodbye.
Do we use battle reses?
Yeah, why not? Just use the battle roses.
Yeah, Jamie, battle res me.
Get a druid up. If you can do a druid, get one druid, get the other. Dark Claire coming. Eye tentacles. Going anti-clockwise.
Respect the beam.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
Okay, watch out with boar when we come out of the thing.
Why is Harrington missing a mark?
Because he didn't remark himself. 10-second rape party incoming. Mark yourselves, melee.
Since Vicious is dead, maybe we can have Shesh as square.
Chess is in a different group, so no.
But they're standing
Dark
next to
Lair.
Start beam. 1 o'clock position, 2 o'clock position.
Clockwise, anti-clockwise even. Ten-second rape party, 5 seconds. Dark Lair, 5 seconds.
Okay, you can see where it's staring already.
6 o'clock. 7 o'clock, I think.
Move right.
Anti-clockwise.
Kick the ice, interrupting. Intercept, use stance.
Technical rape party.
Yeah, we're dead on that one.
That's strange, Lucas. It said to me there that we weren't.
Yeah, so weird.
We were, though, weren't we?
We're just on the edge. So close, yet so far.
I lived through it personally, so yeah. No skin off my nose.
Right, well, that's it for tonight. Too bad we didn't get it, but we have done some progression. We've gotten through a minute or 2 minutes of phase 2, which is nice.
We've gotten clean entries into phase 2, which is extremely important.
That too, yeah. So
This is a good night.
Yeah, for next week, prepare for all the 5 previous bosses we've killed, and then hopefully we'll have enough time to clear all the way up to Cthulhu.
Yeah, but we did do a lot of progress.
We did some progress.
We can get to phase 2 no problem, I guess. When we do perfectly.
And yeah, one issue is, you know, it kind of escalates. We lose 1 melee and suddenly we don't have a kicker for the 8th eye. And then, you know, he's got to move around, creates more issue, more fuzz.
Well, it tends to fuck up the position too.
This is really demanding composition.
server crash?
Server crash.
So,
Yeah,
Disconnected.
What
Reset.
timing?
Have to raid again. Have to do the raid again, right?
Too much icons.
So real life hasn't reset though.
Roll back to 8 o'clock.
Yeah, server's down. Right, well, thanks everybody for coming.
Yeah.
We handled the
It was
trash.
fine at least,
Trash was
so-
handled beautifully. We got through that, no problem. We know now.
Roll back to 9 o'clock.
We know now for next week that trash does not respawn. So we can, you know, go even further if we want to.
Yeah.
But yeah, for next week, definitely think about positioning, think about reactions, and just make sure you bring all the shit you brought today. So bring plenty of NRs and Sansas. And it's a few people without Sansa. You know it's mandatory. So make sure it's on next week. Good night, everybody.
Right. Thanks for the raid. Good night.
Good night.
When the server
Good night,
gets
boys.
back up, I'd like some to stay in raid with me so I can just hand in to get the stuff.
You can't.